Downloaded the case studies, whatever it has been shared over email, and I request not to open that zip attachment. Just extract the files and store in a local folder on your desktop or C drive or D drive. The reason why I'm saying all these things is if you try to make any notes over there, it will not update your archive files and you may lose all your properties over there. So this is the reason why it's a mandate things, please. Download that zip attachment, right click upon that, extract here or extract all. And once you find all these files over there, kindly drop me a message quickly in the chat box saying Y for yes, D for done. Okay, this is the first thing. Please confirm. And in the meantime, instead of being alien to each other in this meeting room, let's start with a formal introduction so that we can get to know each other very well. You can ask your questions in the comfort zone. We can make our program more interactive. And at the end of the day, you will be stepping out with more takeaways to make the things better. So let me start with myself. My name is Prabhas Panda. Past 17 years, I have been to this MS Office training and consulting. And I own a small organization called Excel4all. And though the name is Excel, but our expertise is not confined to Excel. We do have the expertise in complete Microsoft Office applications and technologies, and along with the tool called our Power BI, Tableau, finance modeling with Excel, and finance for non-finance. So these are our core expertise area, and we do deliver the training program to the corporate clients mostly. And in the weekends, we do conduct this kind of public workshops so that we can share our knowledge to our people like you, so that those who are not getting enough time during the corporate hours to learn Excel and to make the things better in the weekend, they can learn it in their own comfort zone. So this is the sole idea. So now this is all about me. Now I'd like to know more something about you as well as the expectations from this 16 hours of training program. So why I'm taking down your expectations? The reason is very simple, people. I will tell you. Excel is such a subject. In fact, 6 months training is also not enough to complete the subject. So we have got maximum 16 hours of timeline. So though you have learned in 16 hours, but that is not enough. So suppose say you have the interest to learn something more, where to go? So in that case, you can follow someone's YouTube channel, later getting frustrated. What I suggest is what you need the most. If I could deliver over there in this 2 days program or 16 hours program or 4 sessions, then you can make your lot of things better at your workplace. So this is the only reason why I am taking down your expectations, nothing else. So I will just call out the name in our meeting room. You have to help with a 2 line of introduction and your expectations from this 16 hours of training. Okay. So let me start with our first friend, Mr. Aniket. So Aniket, I guess you're able to hear me. Yes, Aniket, could you please confirm you're on mute? You can unmute and speak.
Hello, yes, I can hear you.
Yes. Yes, Aniket. Yeah.
So the expect about me, my name is Aniket Kure. I am into corporate world since past 8 years.
Mhm.
I want to learn Excel to enhance my skills.
Okay. So anything specific, Aniket?
Uh, Nothing specific.
Mhm.
Just for learning more reportings.
Okay. No issues. Fine. Next, I'll go for Archana.
Yeah, hi.
Hi,
I
Archana.
have been in actually, I am into HR,
Okay.
and I was working with Reserve Bank of Australia.
Okay.
I've just changed, like I've just moved to another job, and actually in HR, I'm into remuneration.
Okay.
So in remuneration, I'm always working out the compensation and benefits packages for the employees.
Mhm.
So in the current job, I have lot and lots of formulas. I was having to see that there are so many formulas. So what has happened is the person who was working has left. After that, second person has also disappeared. So I am just left with the Excel sheets. So I am just always reading the formulas and trying to understand what logic they have used here. and how it is going to work. So so basically I'm actually looking for those kind of like, I have done my intermediate Excel, but because I wasn't using it in when I was with Reserve Bank here, because there I didn't have much to do, but now I have too many formulas to use. I mean, there are so long formulas that I'm sometimes lost, and I'm just also trying to uh, like understand the logic. Sometimes what happens is, a data is given, but I also need to understand that which formula I need to use for what. Like, I might know the formula, like, if and the stuff, but many a times you are not able to even uh, you should know what formula to apply actually.
True, true. I understand your concern. That's definitely going to be fulfill whatever your
Like three three
expectations.
three three four four, like a very very long formulas I am
True.
doing. So yeah, and then I
No
have no one to
worries.
explain. So I always have to go back to that HR analyst guy
Okay.
who's not even close by. So,
Okay.
and people don't help here in these foreign countries. So,
True.
like, unlike Indians. So, and
Right.
in HR, there are hardly any Indians. So
Okay.
I'm pretty much on my own. So I really need to be independent. And that is why I really need to understand this Excel well.
Don't worry, don't worry. I understand your concern, but one thing I would say, I can share a lot of things in these 16 hours, but you should practice well because
Yeah.
overnight nothing is possible.
Yeah.
And if you have whatever the knowledge you are going to gain, you got to practice along with your live data. You have to keep applying the same, and you have to keep practicing a lot. All right.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yes.
I'll help you
Thank
out.
you.
Not a problem. So next I'll go to Mohan Kumar. Yes,
Yeah.
Mohan, you can unmute and speak.
Hello.
Yes, Mohan.
Yes, sir.
Mohan, you have got two logins, Mohan. Could you please just come to one device?
Uh, for a laptop or mobile, which one is?
You go for laptop only. Don't go for mobile. Just go for laptop only. Okay. Right. You
Yeah.
just come to laptop because any doubt, any queries comes also, at least you can share your screen if it is not possible over there, the exchange of audios or text. All right. You can speak up, Mohan. No problem.
Yeah. I am Mohan Kumar, working from Koke Gambling.
Mhm.
Um, I'm in a marketing, so we
Okay.
have multiple sheets, data analyst. But we are taking so much of time for formulas because we don't
Okay.
know which formula is using for that sheets. So we are
Okay.
taking too much of time.
Okay. Okay. No problem.
So if I join this class and I will analyze that formula, it will help to save my timing.
Sure. Sure. No problem.
Thank you.
I'll help you out. Yes. Next, I'll go to Chinmay.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Myself Chinmay Panda, and I am working. Actually, I am an agriculture engineer, and I'm working in an international NGO
Mhm.
with the farmers and all, like the managers also, like from the top to bottom. So in my case, I have to work on the data part because I support the mails to the department. So that's why in which I have to work on the trend lines, on the dashboards, on the functions and formulas. So I want to sharpen my saw. So that's why I have joined this course, and I want to, as you said, of course we need practice because we need to know that which formula we should be use where to get a prompt result. So that is why I've joined this class to learn more, and yeah. So
No
dashboard and
problem.
trend lines, this is what I want to know, and the formulas.
Sure. Sure.
Thank you.
Chinmay. Thank you so much. Next, I'll go to Chiranjeevi. Yes, Chiranjeevi, we are in the process of introducing each other. So you have to help yourself with a two-line of introduction and the expectations from this 16 hours of training program.
Yeah, actually, Chiranjeevi.
Okay.
I've been working as a data analyst in financial sector. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I'd like to means learn actually Power BI. I would like to learn. So,
Okay.
before that, I need to learn and practice advanced Excel.
True. No doubt. So you're in the right track, Chiranjeevi, is because if you do not know Excel properly, it will be very difficult to pick up Power BI. And
Yeah.
especially four subjects you need to be master in Excel before stepping into the Power BI training program is one is about your functions and formulas. Second thing is conditional formatting. Third thing is your charts and graphs, and fourth thing is your pivot table. So if you are having good grip on this, definitely you can learn the things easily in Power BI window.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, not a problem. So I have understood the concern. Well, yes. So next I'll go to Devarga.
Hi, all. Good afternoon. My name is Dev. I am a vice president of a reputed e-commerce company where data is everything,
Right.
and data speaks everything. And I know most of the data. However, the functions like if and sum and all, those are a little bit difficult for me to understand. And I hope this course will be very much helpful for me. So please let me know in detail because I would love to learn in detail. This will be very much important for my career.
Definitely, Dev. You whatever expectation going to be fulfilled, I can give you the assurance. Don't worry.
Thank
Well,
you.
so next I'll go to Dinesh.
Hi sir, I am
Yeah.
working on Cookie Camlin.
Okay.
मैं ज्वाइन किया था ये मेरा शार्ट की से जो सम डेटा एनालाइज करने के लिए शॉर्टकट किया है जो एनालाइज करने के लिए मेरे को हेल्पफुल रहेगा मेरे ऑफिस में मेरे जॉब में सबके लिए इसलिए तो हम ज्वाइन किया है सर
Okay. Okay. No problem. So shortcut keys. Okay. All right. So next I'll go to Ganesh. Ganesh, you have also two login. Please come to one device. Just if you're logging in from mobile also, mobile you can log out and join only from laptop, please.
Sir, good afternoon.
सर एक्सक्यूज मी सर
Yes, Dinesh.
सर मेरा लैपटॉप में कनेक्ट किया है वो जब
Okay.
तक आप एक्सेप्ट नहीं किया है वो कनेक्ट हो गया तो मोबाइल में डिस्कनेक्ट कर दूंगा सर सॉरी
नहीं आपका तो एक ही दिख रहा है दिनेश आपका एक ही है
हाँ सर
ओनली थिंग
एक
इज
किया है
गणेश
वो
गणेश
वेटिंग फॉर पीपल
नो दिनेश यू हैव ओनली आपका एक ही लॉगिन है आपका कोई इशू नहीं है गणेश का है प्रॉब्लम
हाँ मेरा एक ही लॉगिन है सर मेरा क्या है लैपटॉप में कनेक्ट करता हूँ कनेक्ट नहीं हुआ वेटिंग करके आता है इसलिए मोबाइल में कनेक्ट किया है
ओके ठीक है नो प्रॉब्लम बट all both the things have been accepted anyway you can log out and log in again it's not a problem well next I'll go for Kadir well
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
very good afternoon
Sir, actually, I'm working at Tokyo Camlin.
okay
Actually, we know the formulas and functions, how to create report, how to
Mhm.
merge report
Mm-hmm.
for data analysis. Sir.
Okay, no problem. I'll help you.
Yeah,
Well,
if
I'll go
it-
to, yeah. Yes, Kadir, anything else?
That's all, sir.
Okay, thank you. Next, I'll go to Jairaj.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everyone, sir.
Very
Sir,
good
my
afternoon,
name
Jairaj.
is Raj. I'm working in Tokyo Cam Limited. So I'm
Mhm.
joined Excel with shortcuts and formulas that is used for my next level job opportunity, sir.
No problem. Definitely, I'll help you. Well, next, I'll go to Magesh. Yes, Magesh. We are unable to hear you. Check your mic, please. Okay, Magesh, we are unable to hear you. You can drop your expectations in the chat box. I will read out and I'll make a note, anything specific you have. Okay? Because right now we are unable to hear you if you are speaking something. Next, I'll go to our friend. Okay, Mohan. Mohan, we have discussed. Fine. Mohan Naik.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Prabhas. Mohan
Yeah.
here. So basically, I manage the customer support for one of the manufacturing industry for all India, for the pan India and some of the Middle Eastern region as well. So I do have my team to make all the data analysis, but sometimes my expectations are not delivered. So
Okay.
that's where it's difficult for me to know certain things. So I do a lot of a presentation to Singapore, India, and of course globally. So the data is very much important for me. Let's say the active customer, non-active customer, service revenue and the spare parts revenue, and different industries like aerospace, automobile manufacturing. So there is various data analysis we do. So
Right.
I thought by having these skills, probably it will allow me to explain to my team more clearly what I need.
Right.
So that is
True.
the reason I just got into this training. Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah. Next, I'll go to Niranjan. Yes, Niranjan, you are on mute. You can unmute and speak.
Yes. Hi, very good afternoon, Mr. Panda.
Yeah.
And my name is Naranjan Gupta. I work with a company called Ignite. We are into cloud computing, and I'm a PMO there. And
Okay.
the reason I've joined this training is I deal in a lot of data. As my other colleagues here have mentioned, that data is the key to everything. So my logical explanation to the course is I want to do data analysis and present a lot of dashboards. Right now, as my couple of friends said, like Archana and other people, they have said that they know the formulas. Even I am working on the Excel sheets, which has been created by somebody else. But I want to do something of my own and create it in the same manner, but in a different way, like, more logical to be precise. Like right now there are so many steps and what do you call macros involved, so I want to get out of that and make it more simple. So that is the reason I've joined Excel. And
True.
yeah, and as well a lot of shortcuts, because the things that I do takes a lot of time. So
Right.
yeah, thank you, that is my
No problem.
expectation.
No problem. Definitely, I'll help you out with regard to that. Next, I'll go to Pankaj.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm a supply chain professional. So I think the main purpose of attending this workshop is I deal with a lot of data around inventory, so inventory management, and I think particularly I'm looking to enhance my skill set on developing dashboards and tax saving I can get out of this workshop.
Okay. Next, I'll go to Gobi. Gobi Subramaniam. Yes, Gopi, you are on mute. Yep.
Hi, sir.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Very good afternoon.
Sir, I need from the data collections, data analysis, shortcut keys. Okay, Kamling, sir. Only
Okay.
sales, data collection, and shortcut keys.
Right. No problem. So thank you so much, friends. I have noted down all your expectations. I believe anything is missing, you are always welcome in this 16 hours of journey to address all your concerns, issues, anything you come across while working with Excel. I will definitely help you out with regard to that. And in fact, if it is a topic also, I will try to make it touch base upon the same. Maybe I may not be in a position to go in depth of that, but yes, I'll ensure you are learning all those things. All right. So now coming to the files. Yes, Magesh, any issues? You have raised your hand. Let me know. Hello, Magesh. Okay, fine. All right. Now, as we know, since this is a virtual program, the communications is also very, very essential. So it's not like just one end I keep delivering the things and you have to mere watching the screen. You have to also work parallelly with me with our case studies and all those things, whatever I have already shared with you a copy. And how to communicate. See, first of all, we will be utilizing our chat facility. So any point of time you believe you are missing something, you are unable to cope with my speed, or you need my support, you can drop me a message immediately in the chat box. I'll be reading out the chat line and I'll help you out. Now, suppose say you are unable to type anything in the chat box, it is completely deactivated the window. So we have got a mic option also we do have. So you can see I'm highlighting something on over here, the mic button. So you can do your audio exchange as well. You can unmute and speak up yourself and you can ask your query, whatever it is, and definitely I'll help you out with regard to that. Now, if you believe any point of time there are a lot of noise around you, so don't use the mic button. Always prefer to use the chat box. If these two are also not sufficient any point of time and you believe you need my support on your screen, we do have a screen sharing option also available. But what I suggest is whenever you would like to share your screen, do not share a specific window. Share your entire desktop or entire screen. I repeat, do not share a specific window. Share your entire screen or desktop. Because if you share your window, the other dialog box launcher will be missing and I will not be in a position to help you out. And yes, refrain using your mobile phones, calls, and emails or any other activities because your continuous engagement is also essential. If you have any incomplete task to be done or delivered at any point of time, we'll be taking some short breaks also. You can utilize that break window and you can complete your incomplete task over there. Or at the end of the training program, if you have something over here, you have any doubts or queries which is not clarified, you can ask me. I will stop there. I can spend another 10 to 15 minutes of time to clarify all your doubts and queries. So this is how we are going to manage our entire window timeline and we are going to make our program a successful one. I believe we are clear.
Yep. Clear.
Right. Right. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. So this is what people, again, one more thing I would like to bring it to your notice. I'll be asking like this kind of question a lot. Is it done? Have you understood? Are you with me? Is there any concerns or issues? Are you clear? Such kind of questions I'll keep asking a lot. And in that case, I am also seeking a support from your side. It's just one line message, a text, Y for yes or D for done. Okay. And over here, what it will be helping me out that we all are in equal page and we are good to go for the next level. Now, regarding the communications part, if you are comfortable in English, well and good. If you are asking the questions in Hindi also, I am quite conversant with Hindi, not a issue. If you believe any point of time, I am not good at Hindi, I would like to ask questions in Tamil. We are always welcome. I do know Tamil also, but I do not know that expert level. But yes, I could manage to address your queries in that language. So language is not a barrier. It is just a medium to communicate with each other. So we are not going to judge your competence level with your language or speaking ability. Okay, so we are making ourselves clear. Make yourself comfortable, treat me as your friend, and keep asking as many as questions what you have, and try to take more out of the training program. All right. Now, coming back to the files. Though it is of 16 hours of training program, why I have shared so many files with you? The reason is very simple, friends. I am not only going to teach you the Excel features, formulas, functions, tools, whatever Microsoft has ever designed. I'm also going to give you some solutions for the problems, whatever you face in your routine activities to make your job easy. Like what? The first and foremost problem is people, we have always a problem about our file space management. So what is the problem in terms of file space management? Say, take an example. You have opened a new Excel file. You start incorporating your data on daily basis. One fine morning, what happens? The file size becomes huge. And when you try to take that file in the meeting and you are trying to present the same to the audience, you are keeping your audience waiting over there. Okay, my laptop not connected. Dinesh, we have which meeting link you have gone, Dinesh? Go with day one link. You might be trying to other links, day two or day three link. Go to day one link and click that link.
ओके सर मैं चेक करता हूँ सर
Right, please,
हाँ
please do that. All right, so here, what I'm trying to say is the moment you have taken that file and trying to present in the meeting, you are keeping your audience waiting because it takes a lot of time to open. So sometimes some people in the audience side, they pass a negative statement, some adverse remarks. What they say, Prabhas, why don't you do something with the file? It is always taking a lot of time of ours and it is killing our time, wasting our time. So we know all these things, we know these problems are there, but still we do not have any solutions. So in that case, people, what I suggest is don't be panic. Just go to this Word document, 8 ways to reduce your Excel file size. Just watch my screen. No need to do anything. So here we have prescribed 8 different ways how to reduce your Excel file size. Very precisely designed along with the screenshot, stepwise instruction, where to go, how to deal with the same. All these options are available. So I'll take you through one simple scenario, a sample case over here. Just give me a second. Let me allow Dinesh. Yes. So here you could see I had a file of 14.6 MB space. It's a huge data, obviously. Now, without deleting a single content, without removing any column or row items of data, I could reduce my Excel file size by 28%. So this is a big achievement for me. And this is how people, I have prescribed 8 different ways how to reduce your Excel file size. So this document you go through once and have some knowledge, though you may not remember the whole steps how to deal with the same, but you have now a solution with you. So any point of time you find such kind of problems are coming up, you can always take the help of this Word document and you can reduce your Excel file size. Or any point of time, any of your teammates or subordinates, they have come across this kind of problem. You can be a helping hand, being a team leader, being a department head, being a manager, being a supervisor, anything. So this is about our a helping hand, 8 ways to reduce our Excel file size. Now, there is one more file I have shared with you, naming called keyboard shortcuts. Keyboard shortcuts. So here, while working with MS Office applications people, you have to be thorough with all the keyboard shortcuts if you are really interested in saving your turnaround time. Because in today's world, time is money. So whatever the task you do, you should do it with no time. And that is what everybody is expecting from you. So that is the reason why I have not only prescribed the MS Excel keyboard shortcuts, but also MS Word, MS PowerPoint, MS Outlook. The Office applications what we use the most in our routine activities, all the keyboard shortcuts are listed over here. So only thing is you need to take a call, make a point, at least 2 minimum keyboard shortcuts you are learning every day. And like that, when you develop the habit, people, trust me, within 30 days, you can see a significant growth in your working place. So this is again entire document to give a helping hand. As I told you, overnight, nothing is possible. You have to spend time, you have to invest your time for your own growth or for your self grooming or having a good grip in spreadsheet application called Microsoft Excel. Now, one more file I have shared with you, naming called Learn Excel Free. Okay. So here a notepad file, you will be finding 10 website names I have prescribed. You must be thinking, Prabhas, are you promoting any of these brands on your platform? Not at all. Or am I the brand ambassador of any of these websites? No way. Why I'm sharing this with 10 website names is the reason I'll tell you. In fact, I have already told you in the beginning itself. Excel is such a subject. In fact, 6 months training is also not enough to complete. So we have got 16 hours. Now, after learning 16 hours of training program attending with me, if you want to go for some more in Excel, you want to enhance your skill in Excel to the further level, where to go? Instead of following someone's YouTube channel, I would suggest go to all these websites. You can get lot of handy contents, industry-based case studies. Only thing is you need to just spend your time or invest your time to learn the things better even. And entire thing is complimentary. You don't need to pay a single penny for that to learn Excel over here. And the beauty is you can ask your questions in their forums, in their websites, and experts are ready to help you over there, and you'll be getting your handy solutions again complimentary. So these are the list of websites, people. On your idle time, go through all these websites and you can learn even more better. Now, one more file I have shared with you, naming called Office Repair. So here, if you open that notepad, it will be having 2 website links. You must be thinking, Prabhas, why are you sharing the website links over here? The reason is very simple. As I told you, I'm not only going to give you the solution, I'm going to give some helping hand also. So here, what is that solution? What is that about? Let's have a discussion. Let me take you to a scenario. Suppose, say, take an example. You have created a very beautiful report, MIS report or dashboard or summary report, you call it, and the last meeting you have presented to the audience All were quite happy watching the report or having the presentation. And in fact, your boss also appreciated your work. And he asked, saying that, Prabhas, keep this file under safe custody. Next time, we'll giving more add-on or information to our report and we'll submit to the management. Well, so now tomorrow there is a meeting and you have opened that file again to add some more data. And that file shows some kind of error. Excel not responding, Excel is restarted, Excel stopped working, or Excel is showing some kind of scrambled language or unreadable or alien language over there, and it is of no use at all. Now, when you have taken up this matter to your next level people and said that, sir, the file is not operating, the file is not functional, or we are unable to retrieve the data, what will be the reaction? So how boss is going to react? Yes, Dev? If somebody, some of your subordinate, he comes to you and the last minute he tells you all these things, how is your going to reaction to be? Definitely, nobody is going to be happy, isn't it? Yes. So definitely, last minute. So I would be reacting. If Dave is there in my place, he also would be reacting. If Archana is there and his teammate or her teammate is expecting something like this, reaction would be, how can you be so careless? How can you be so irresponsible? I told you last time itself how important this file was. Now at the last minute, 11th hour, you are coming and telling me the file is not working. I don't want to hear anything. Do whatever it takes, but by EOD today, it should reach to my inbox. This is how people react. Anybody will react. So in that case, what is the choice we have? What is the support system we have over here? Thank you so much, Archana, but I am happy with my being own boss. Anyway, so in this case, trust me, we have only one support system about our IT department. And when you approach to our IT department, what they say, Prabhas, give me 24 to 48 hours. I will try my best, but I'm not sure whether the data can be retrieved. I have a meeting tomorrow. So what is the point of taking 24 to 48 hours? And that too, he is not confident whether the data can be retrieved. So I would tell you one thing, people, don't be panic. Just take one of the link over here, what I'm showing it. Okay, just watch my screen. No need to do that. See how it works. Copy that link, go to your Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, whatever your default browser, and paste that link. It will take you to a site where you will be getting a tool, and this tool you need to download and you have to install in your system. And once you install, you have to open that Excel file which is corrupted. Okay. Uh, you are not able to see my screen. Okay, now able to see?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Right, no problem. All right. So now what you can do in this file Office Repair, you can take the link, you can go to Microsoft Edge, you can paste the link in the browser address bar, and it will take you through a tool. This tool you have to download. And once you download and install it over here, you got to go for the simple steps. You don't need to have some tech savvy knowledge to do this operation. A simple layman also can operate very conveniently. See, you have to connect with that Excel file which is corrupted and you have to click this repair button. And trust me, it will take its own time and 95% data can be recovered. The beauty is entire thing is complementary. Now you must be asking, Prabhas, why did you reserve 5% as data loss? Yes, there will be a chance of data loss. What type of data you will be losing? Sometimes what it happens, friends, we create lot of diagrams in Excel, taking the shapes, connectors, and symbols. We create a lot of diagrams like our process flow diagram, work breakdown structure, or anything else like organo diagram. So this is kind of diagrams when you go and create in Excel and Excel got corrupted, you want to retrieve that information, those cases the data will be lost. But as it is, your table data, formula functions, charts and graphs, anything you have created, you are going to retrieve this. And the beauty of this tool is entire thing is complementary, but there is a limitation. You can get complimentary service or free service or open source service only up to 5 MB of Excel file size. If your Excel file is exceeding 5 MB, then you have to purchase the license of that tool. And we know there is nothing such called as free lunch in this world. These guys also, they have to win their bread and butter out of this. So you have to purchase that. But trust me, this tool is going to help you a lot. And why I do recommend this tool, I'm not going to get any kind of margin out of this. Since I have personally used this and successfully retrieved the data, I thought this would be helping to my participants. That's why I keep sharing all these tools to you. All right. So these are things, people, the helping hand in terms of the solutions for the challenges you face in your routine activities. And rest of those files, whatever you see on our screen, is nothing but we have understood the business of various industries. We have understood the pain areas where we have spent a lot of time or we have struggled and it is more challenging. So we have just extracted some real-time data from SAP or ERP. We have designed and collated the case studies, and I am going to take you through the same situation, and if this is the case, then how to deal with the same. And our prime objective would be how to save our turnaround time, how to increase our productivity and efficiency while working in Excel, how to avoid the duplication of work, and how to reduce the human errors. So whatever the task we are going to do, definitely that will be based on all these four aspects. All right. So this is all about our file. Now, go to our sample case studies folder, people. The first file, what you are going to work with it is named called corporate case studies. So kindly open that and confirm that you got the same file open in front of your screen. D for done or Y for yes quickly. Now you will be landing up with the cover page. There is a next button. You can click that and it will take your cursor to the next sheet naming called business maths. So here, what you need to do, I'll tell you. In this Excel sheet, people, we have combined multiple scenarios, like the basic calculations, what we do in our Excel, and why we are spending a lot of time for doing the same, and how to make some improvements on that, we are going to discuss and work together. But before proceeding further with that case studies and working with our real-time data, I will suggest you one thing. Being a Excel user, people, you must know, first of all, which version of Microsoft Excel is installed in my system. How will I know that? Just say, start working with me. We have a file menu. We have a file menu. If I go to that file menu, we have an option called account in the bottom line left. And if you go and click this account option, it will take you through towards your right side. You could see over here, Microsoft 365. For me, it is showing. Similarly, for your case, check it out. Which version of Microsoft Excel is installed? Please drop me a message quickly on the chat box. 2013, 2016, 2019, or 2021, or Office 365. What exactly it is there? Please just confirm. Okay, Mohan is 365 having, very good. Jaras 2016, Chinmay 365, very good. Magas 2013, Dave is 2019. Okay, 2016 again. Yep. Anybody's having 2013? Okay, Mohan is also another Mohan or 2013. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your responses. Now, what is the reason why I need to go and find out my own version? I'll tell you a simple reason behind it. Suppose, say, one of your colleague, he is using some formula and he's making his life easy and he's doing the job with no time. Okay. And definitely knowing about that, you will also start expecting something from your system, but your system doesn't have the same formula. So you don't need to be panic. In that case, you have to only update or upgrade your Microsoft Office version. So this difference is because of the versions difference. So don't be panic or don't expect that why my Microsoft is not working with that formula. No need to waste your time. Only thing is you have to upgrade your system. Now you can ask me a question in return, Prabhas. If I am taking my work most of the time to home because of lot of work pressure. I always take my work back to my home. And if I'm using my personal laptop, which version you recommend first? I would suggest always work with Office 365 because Office 365 has many more facilities, and you can say you are more privileged or blessed to have Office 365. There are many more functions and formulas are available in Office 365 which you may not have in the other versions, and you have to struggle a lot. So here, irrespective of any version, though it is 2013, 16, 19, or Office 365, we are going to work in such a way. Any version we are working with, we are going to work in convenient mode. So now let me start with the first example. Here, take a look. Just understand the scenario, please, for a while. Then we start working with it. Yeah, Archana Singh also does the formula work differently from different versions. Like in Excel, dragging the formula can change the hidden columns. Uh, yeah, Archana, that is same. What you are asking, dragging and dropping, the nature is same across all the versions of Microsoft Excel. So I am talking about the difference in terms of formatting, formula and functions, and features. But rest of our mouse operation or touchpad operations, it remains the same across all the versions. All right. Now, coming back to our first data set. Say, take an example, no need to do anything, just watch my screen. Somebody from XYZ department, he came to me and asked, Prabhas, I need to purchase three products, A, B, C, XYZ, anything you name it. So A of 1,000, I need to purchase B of 12, C of 20. How much quantities to be purchased, I am pretty clear. I have asked to the vendor to give the rates. Vendor has given the rates, A of 1 rupee each, B of 20 rupees each, C of 10 rupees each. I have taken up this matter to my finance department to collect a check on behalf of the vendor and then start procuring the materials. My finance team has asked me a question, Prabhas, how much amount you need to purchase, say, products of said quantities. What we do in that case? No need to do anything, just watch my screen and then give me your consent, okay? So first, ideally, we prefer to go for a new column. Then we go for a formula, quantity multiply by rate. And then we apply the same for all the cases. Then we go for a total. Then we realize that we need to collect a check of 1,440 rupees. Do you agree with me? Yes or no? Do we do the task in this fashion? The way I said?
Yes.
Nothing wrong. What we are doing is absolutely perfect and fine. But let's analyze the same situation. See, our requirement is lying in this cell, correct? But what is the point of getting all these three value? Is it playing any role? No, not at all. But we are forced to create all these three. That's the reason why we are getting the total. So this is the reason why people, our file size is also getting heavy because we keep creating a lot of unwanted data. Keep it in mind. Besides that, when you go to a new column and apply formula for certain cells or for entire column, the file size is also getting heavy because of the formulas, which is really unwanted. So how to make an improvement on the same? Just say my screen. There is a cell called over here called total cost. Okay. Now I am going to do the same job, but with no time. See the beauty. I'll go for a formula naming called sum product. But before proceeding further with the formula, let me take you through how to write your formula efficiently. Just watch my screen. Ideally, what it happens, we keep always typing the entire text of the formula and wasting our time. Not needed. See the beauty. If I go for sum, can you see? It is showing all the list of formulas, whichever it is available with the sum text. Now I need to go for product. So P. So the moment I type only SUMP, the entire sum product formula is highlighted in the blue color options. So only thing is to populate the entire formula, I can simply hit on my keyboard the tab key, TAB, tab key in the left, and it will immediately populate the formula till open parenthesis level. So this is the smart way of writing your formula. Now, what it demands is array 1. So what is our first array is the quantity, comma. Then what it asks? Array 2. What is the second array? Is the rate per unit. Simple. So two columns we had. We have defined two columns as two arrays over here. Answer is ready. Hitting enter. You got the same value. So can you see now this sum product formula is, even though I have got 10,000 line items or entries of data, I could get my answer with a simple formula called sum product. Just check it out. Is it working? Sum product. You don't need to spend time for anything to write and waste your time over there, people. Just do one-time practice in the training. You are going to get the session-wise recordings and the soft copy of the reference guide. I'll be giving it to everything. Don't worry. So spend time only for practicing in the training, at least one-time practice. Now, some product formula. I believe everybody is clear. Yes, Magesh and team. Very good, Jairas. Thank you so much for your response. Okay, okay. So any issues, stop me there. You have all the rights, you have all the freedom not to skip anything. I would suggest you. Now, one more thing I will tell you, please stay focused. Sometimes what it happens, people, we keep creating lot many worksheets or reports or dashboards or tabular data or summarized data. And sometimes our users, they keep asking, Prabhas, why don't you display the formulas? How will I know in which cell, which formula you have taken? So sometimes I need to give a helping hand to my audience to understand what formulas I have used. So how to show that formula, what we have used in our total cost cell? Just see. There is a beautiful formula again in our Excel. We have naming called formula text. What is that? Formula text. And once I go for this, this demands me where is the reference. So the reference is that cell which contains my formula, and the moment I hit enter, can you see the exact formula will be displayed over here. So this is over here. This is over here. Some product formula. Now formula text is displaying about the same, right? So give it a try, please. Formula text. All right. So some product and formula text. We are clear with that, right? Thank you so much, Chinmay. Okay. Somebody has again issues. Okay, Dinesh. Now, let's go for our next example called vendor evaluation. So I'm going to take you through a real-time scenario. Let's discuss that first. Then we'll come to our data and we'll work together. See, in any industry or organization, wherever you are working with, our purchase department, they have their own standard operating procedure. What they say, whenever you are purchasing an item or material or any inventory items or any accessories, anything, if it is a critical one, ideally what they suggest, do not depend upon with a single source of supply. Always go for minimum three competitive codes that we call it as L1, L2, L3. This is what everybody follows. Now, what is the meaning by L1? The lowest one. L2, the second lowest. L3, the third lowest. So same thing we are going to do. Say, take an example. We have a prices column. Look at the same, please. And tell me what would be my L1 price out of this. Just manually check and tell me. L1 should be 87. Very good. Do you all agree with that? 87 should be the lowest one. L2. What should be the L2? Yes, they're absolutely right. L2, the second lowest, should be 99.2. Yes. L3 should be 103.2. Do you all agree with that? All right. Now, kindly consider this example. Let's stay focused. Since we have hardly 7 to 8 items, it was pretty easy for us to identify L1, L2, L3. All right. Take a real-time situation. When you open the file, in the same column, we have got 10,000 entries over here. How many items? 10,000. And out of the 10,000 items, you need to find out L1, L2, L3. Then what we do? Ideally, what we prefer? We go for sorting. We sort our data. Yes, we sort our data as they've said rightly, and we sort it in smallest to largest order. And whatever the three line items appear in the beginning, we consider that these are our L1, L2, L3 supplier rates, and we drop a mail to our superior stating that, sir, we have done the ground level of workings, and please give us a authority or please approve the same so that we can start procuring the materials. Our bosses also, without having a second thought, they immediately give us a green signal. Please go ahead and start procuring the materials. They say no issues. So everything is fine. I'm not denying about that. But only problem is, yeah, Archana, but that you have to do it in filter. Again, you have to do the sorting only. The action would be sorting. Though sorting is available in filter, we are opting filter. But real task is sorting only we do. All right. So now in this case over here, my simple question is, where is the value additions to my work? Because sorting is a task, it is anybody's job. Anybody could do that. I could have given this task to my one of my teammates, one of my subordinates. I could have given this task to one of my office boy also, because nowadays office boy also comes with minimum of MS Office literacy. So why I'm spending my quality time being a department head, being a skilled person, being a professional, why I'm spending my quality time for doing a task which is non-productive in nature? We never think about it. We should think. And since we are not thinking, the quality of information is missing. So as a team, even you work also, we are losing something. We are having some situations where the data is not reaching to the next level. So we have to think about it. All right, this is one. Now the other one, take a look. Today I am looking for a product. I need to do a sort. Tomorrow, if my product changes, I'm looking for something else. Again, I have to do sorting. So this sorting task is recurring in nature. Can you believe that? Can you feel it, what I'm saying? The task, what we are doing sorting, it is recurring in action. So we are not supposed to do that. So now the question is how to make it dynamic. How to make it dynamic. Let's see. Let's discuss. So here, whatever we have identified as L1, L2, L3, now our requirement is we have to go for in bottom three column, same value, but our Excel formula will be doing the job for us. So what would be the right formula? So as Archana said, as Chinmay said, as Dev said, they're unable to just get that sync. Ki what would be the right formula in this scenario? Okay, so that comes out of your practice and experience. You cannot by heart the formulas, you cannot remember, register the formulas. But yes, you can always go for the formulas and instructions will be given by the Microsoft Excel. So let's go for that. In this scenario, what would be the right formula? And here, what we do, people, we have a practice. We first create a formula in one cell, and the same we go and drag it down, or we go for copying and pasting the cells towards down, or we go for double click on that field handle. This is the procedure we follow. We have to stop doing that from today. What is that we need to do? Watch. Select your entire three cells where you need to design the solution. Start working with me. Select all the three cells of bottom three column and go for equal to. There is a formula over here called small. There is a formula over here called small. And when you go for that small formula, what it demands me? Array. I told you what is the meaning by array? The complete column, a complete row, or combination of both. So here, where is my data? Data is in my left. So I will select my entire prices column. Okay. Now here, just watch my screen. When I copy this formula towards down, this range, this ant border area should not move down. Like E12 should not go to E13, E17 should not go to E18. So no movement should be there over here. What we can do, you can simply press your F4 key. So when you press F4, if it is not your direct key, go for function with F4, function with F4, same dollar symbol you will be getting, one before column making column lock, one before row making row lock. So ultimately when your column and row both are locked, the cell will be locked. And if it is a range, range will be locked. So this is called our logic of locking the cells. Now comma, what is the next one? It is asking K. What is the meaning by K over here? Let's discuss. K is nothing but it's an integer, a number, or a ranking. So let's take ranking. If you are looking at L1 price, what should be the rank? The question itself answer is there. L1. And if you're looking for L2, then L2, second rank. L3, third rank. So we know pretty clear that our L1, L2, L3 purpose, we are looking for 1, 2, and 3. But that we cannot provide together in the formula. And neither we could go to each and every cell and edit the formula and rectify the numbers. For that reason, what we have done, if you see in column G towards my right side of formula, already got some ready-made values appearing over there. What is that? 1, 2, 3. So we are going to take that cell help. How? It is there in my right side. So I use the right arrow key. It will take the cell reference called G12. G12. Now bracket close. Formula is ready only for a cell, but we need to apply for rest. Control Enter. So when you go for Control Enter with immediate effect, can you see all these three bottom three values has been populated? So this will be very, very helpful people whenever you are designing any kind of summary report, tabular report, or dashboards, you can make use of this kind of formula. So give it a try and check, is it working? Any doubt, any queries, feel free to ask. Okay, it did not populate for me. Okay, Archana, what is that problem?
Only
Could
the
you?
first cell actually took 87. It did not take the other rest of the three.
Okay, okay. Could you please share your screen? Mhm. So just delete that 87, whatever you have got it. Now, please follow my instructions. Select all the three cells. Leave the mouse, leave the touchpad. Immediately type equal to small. Now tab, right. Now you got to use the left. No, 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 no. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Use the left arrow key. From your keyboard, use the left arrow key. Now Control Shift down arrow key. Press together. Okay. Now you have to lock them. Go for F4. Now comma, use the right arrow key to move right and bracket close and Control Enter. Control Enter. Press together. Control Enter. You have gone for Enter, Archana. That's why it is the problem. Okay, since you have missed out, I'll tell you. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Let it be, let it be. Go for undo, escape and undo. Go for escape and undo.
Sorry, actually, I've deleted it. It's okay.
No,
Sorry.
undo, go for undo. It's problem, not a problem. Go for undo. Yeah. Now, along with that cell, select the rest of two cells. Yeah. And go for Control D to fill down. Control D to fill down. So suppose you have missed out and you have forgotten to go for Control Enter and you got the answer only in one cell. The same you can apply towards down by selecting the cell Control D. Similarly, if you want to apply something towards right, Control R. You can go for it. All right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. And then
Right.
when we limit this with the dollar sign, so I have seen that sometimes we put the dollar sign only for like only we don't do it at both the sides. We just do it once. So that means we are just doing the like I think we are not doing the 12. It's only the E is what we are locking. Is that so?
We'll be dealing with that. Gradually, we'll go further. Don't worry. I understand your curiosity. I respect
Okay.
that. But
Ah,
please
okay.
allow.
Sorry. I
Yeah.
thought because we just no worries. Thank you. Sorry for that.
No problem. No problem. All these things will be clarified. But you have to be patient till you reach to that case study. Just allow me some time. You will be getting to know about it. Okay?
No, no worries. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So is there anybody else who is not getting? Okay. Control enter. Very good. Then working. Could you please repeat? Mohan, is it clear? I repeated that. Is it clear working for you, Mohan Naik?
Yeah, could you just repeat one more time? I think I have some
Sure.
issues.
No problem. No problem. I don't mind. See, first of all, we have to select all the three cells, then leave your mouse and go for equal to and small. Then you have to reach towards the left and select your complete array and you need to lock them with F4. If F4 is not your direct key, which is allowing you to apply the dollar symbol, you should go for function F4 because some laptop brands or keyboard behavior, you have to use function key along with your this top row arrow keys over here. So these are our function keys or called as multimedia keys sometimes. So by default, multimedia key will be activated. So if you want to use as a function key, you have to use Fn key along with that. So Fn with F4, you have to do it. And then once it is done, then it is demanding K. So K is nothing but we are expecting 1, 2, 3. So since we do not have over here, we have created a column called 1, 2, 3. And that's why we'll be taking the reference from that towards your right by using the right arrow key. Now bracket close. Since formula is ready only for a cell, we need to apply for the entire selected range, control enter. And we got the result. Kindly confirm, Mohan, is it working?
Yep, got it.
Great. So our Camlin team, everything is fine working with you? Ganesh? Hari? Okay, Hari is saying he confirmed, very good. And who else is there? Okay. To sort the list to L1, do we need to create a separate column? Okay. So you mean to say, Chinmay, if I'm rightly understood, is this column is really necessary? This is what your question?
Yes, yes. Like
Okay,
we are
okay,
using the formula, so we are getting the answer. So do we need
right.
this for the integer
Yes.
part?
At this state, we need this. Okay. Now, coming to Jairus. Jairus, what happened? What problem? You are not getting.
Yes, yes, not working, sir.
Okay. Jairus, நீ screen share பண்ணிக்கலாம் நீங்க கொஞ்சம். Screen share பண்ணிட்டு entire screen கொடுங்க. Entire screen இல்லனா entire desktop. Okay, Mon is saying it's working, but I don't know how to reduce your screen at the time of open my workbook. Okay. See, I'll tell you, Mohan, when you are working with this is your full screen. Now you have to go on maximize option. You have to just deactivate and little bit window. You have to partially select like this. So two screens parallelly, you have to maintain something like this. So here I have one. I will take this and I can work. So this is one window and this is one window. Or you can switch the tab, all tab. You can switch the tab like this if it is possible. All right, no problem. Yes, Jairus, status please. Jairus, able to hear me? Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
fine, no problem. You can just go to that options, select all the three cells. No, Jairaj, ninge. Okay, ha, fine. Equal to கொடுங்க. Small. அதுக்கப்புறம் tab. Okay, manual. Fine. Range ஃபுல்லாவே செலக்ட் பண்ணீங்க. கீழே போங்க. இன்னும் கீழே போங்க. இல்ல 3 சிலிண்டர் மட்டும் தான் செலக்ட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. வெரி குட். அபி now you go for locking the same F4. F4 கொடுங்க. இல்ல enter இல்ல F4. திருப்பி E17 கூட F4 கொடுக்கணும். Right. Now after end of formula, after 17 cursor வைங்க, comma. After 17 comma கொடுங்க, comma. இல்ல ஜெயராஜ், இல்ல escape கொடுங்க முதல்ல. பேக் ஸ்பேஸ் கிடையாது, escape கொடுங்க. திருப்பி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுங்க. equal to Excel, small, yeah, small, equal to small, bracket open. இல்ல ஜெயராஜ், நீங்க ஒரே செல் தான் ஒர்க் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. இப்போ 3வது செல் செலக்ட் பண்ணுங்க முதல்ல. ஸ்லோவா போங்க, பரவாயில்ல. லாக் பண்ணுங்க முதல்ல F4. காமா கொடுங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் ரைட் arrow key இருக்குல்ல நம்ம கீபோர்ட்ல, ரைட் arrow key பிரஸ் பண்ணுங்க ஒரு வாட்டி. ரைட் arrow key. இல்ல நீங்க ரைட் கிளிக் கொடுத்தீங்க. ரைட் arrow key up down left right, ரைட் arrow key கொடுங்க. இல்ல மவுஸ்ல ஒன்றும் பண்ண வேணாம். நீங்க கீபோர்ட்ல பாருங்க, ரைட் சைடுல அப் டவுன் லெஃப்ட் ரைட் 4 arrow keys இருக்குல்ல, அதுல இருந்து ரைட் arrow key கொடுங்க.
Okay, sir. Given, sir.
இல்ல ரைட் arrow key நீங்க போல.
Right, sir. Left till right, sir.
இல்ல ரைட் arrow key. ஓகே, நீங்க எடிட் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா இல்ல சரி, ஒரு வேல் பண்ணுங்க. அதுக்கு மேல இந்த blank cell இருக்குல்ல, ஒயிட் கலர்ல இருந்து blank cell, அதை பிரஸ் பண்ணுங்க. ரைட் கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க. ஆமா, அப்புறம் டவுன் arrow key கொடுங்க. இப்போ டவுன் arrow key பிரஸ் பண்ணுங்க. டவுன் arrow key. G12 வந்துச்சா, அதுல 1 இருக்கு. சோ அது 1 வரும், நமக்கு L1 காக 1 வரும். அது பிராக்கெட் கொடுங்க. இப்போ
Okay, sir.
பிராக்கெட் கொடுங்க. கண்ட்ரோல் என்டர் கொடுங்க. என்டர் இல்லாம கண்ட்ரோல் என்டர் கொடுங்க சேர்த்து.
Yes, sir.
கிடைச்சிருக்கா?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. All right, so friends, I believe we are clear with our small formula, how to use it and get our data over here. And whenever we select a particular product, we can get all these things, and this will be making my things dynamic. Similarly, we'll go for our, any questions from anybody?
Only one doubt, sir.
Yeah,
we are giving bottom 3 only. That column is 6, that price is showing 6 numbers.
Right.
If I try to put 6 series, again 4, 5 and 6 is showing error only.
Obviously, because see 4, 5, 6, when you go for error, because there is no 4, 5, 6 over here. So I have to write 4, 5, 6. Then only I'll be getting the details. Okay. Because these numbers are essential. These numbers are essential. All right. Now take a look. Similarly, suppose friends, we need to find out our top 3 also, how to find it out. So let's start working with it. Select your entire 3 cells. For bottom, we are using small formula. For top, what will be the opposite of small? Should be large. Should be large. Yes, we have a large formula. See how pretty easy it is. Now, it is asking me array. So where is the data? Data is in the prices column. And what we should do with this, as we know, this range should not move down or move right. And we should lock this. How to lock this? By using F4 key, comma. What is the next one? Again, this is asking for K. So what is the meaning by K? K is nothing but the constant integer or ranking. So ranking purpose in previous case, we had used this 1, 2, 3 column. So here also we are going to use this 1. Now bracket close, formula is ready only for a cell. Need to apply for rest. As we know, what is the keyboard shortcut? Control, enter, and we got the answer. So this is how, friends, we have got the answer for our small and large formula. And these formulas will be pretty helpful whenever you are designing your summary report, tabular report, templates, or any kind of dashboards. You can make use of that. So kindly confirm large is also working fine for you.
Sir, once again repeat.
Yep. Select your all the three cells over here equal to large. Go to the array towards your left. Select the entire array, whatever you had over here, and then log the same, comma, you have to take the value from the left, that is G12. Then bracket close, control enter. All right. So small and large, we are pretty clear. Yes.
Sir, thank you, sir. It's
Yes.
working. But I have one doubt, sir.
Ask.
I have an Excel sheet, but 1 to 3 is not available. What to do, sir?
That's a good question. Same thing also asked by Chinmay also. So we are going to work. Don't worry. Okay. Right.
Yes, sir.
Now kindly take a look. This is what we have done. Let's analyze the same situation. Take a look over here. Suppose say this is what I have created, the formulas and all. Niranjan is getting an error. Yes, Niranjan, you can share your screen. Let me have a look quickly. Okay, so
Sorry, I got the formula, but when I copied it, it is giving me this error. Like, uh, uh, and I did this, still it is not going.
all right, you can select all the three cells where you have applied the formula first. See how to rectify your formula. There is also a procedure you should follow. Now go to the formula bar. Can you see you have taken only locking for the end cell of the array, but the beginning cell of the array is not locked. Can you see that in the formula bar? Yes.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
locked?
yeah.
That's the reason why your
Okay.
first cell is moving. So E12 to E17 kindly select in the formula. E12 to E7, that blue color font is there. No, not here, not here. In the formula bar. Select the in the formula bar. No, here it is already there.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Escape. Go for escape. No need to do anything. Escape. Just escape. Escape. That one you have to lock. F4. Press F4. Right. Now control enter. Control enter. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. All right. So now over here, people, you have understood that how to make use of this small and large formula over here. So let me take you through this. Now kindly take a look, understand the situation. Suppose say this is what I have created, a beautiful template having all the necessary formulas in place, and I have sent it across to one of my teammate or my boss or whoever, XYZ. Okay. Now he has looked at the entire stuff and everything is clear for him, but he did not understand one thing, why I have created this column. So he felt for a while. My boss understood that this is unwanted. He feels for a while and he deleted the same. Now what happens? Can you see that? And this is what most of the time it happens with us. We create a beautiful template, we design the formula, we apply the function. When we send it across to the next level, people delete something, they play around with the formula, the entire report is in toss. Do you agree with me? You must have also come across this kind of situations so many times. Guys, anybody's mic is on, you please ensure the mic is mute. Ensure the mic is on mute. Whenever you have any questions, feel free to ask, unmuting yourself, but ensure that your mic is mute again. All right, so this is how you come across many more times, and our job is getting more, and we have to go for duplicacy of work. What we have already delivered, again, we need to spend time for the same. So here, what we did actually, our experts, they suggest us to do the job like this. But technically, Microsoft Excel never recommends for that. Reason I told you in front of you, it is there. So now the question is how to deal with this particular piece of problem. We need those one, two, three. What we deleted, we need them. But we are going to make our formula efficient enough in such a way those one, two, three is going to be generated by our formula itself. But how? Just see. Watch my screen for a while. 1 minute, watch my screen, understand the concept. Next 1 minute, I'll be giving time to try with. Don't worry. See, if you look at my screen, which row I am in, which row I have selected. Can you see it's row number 12? Pretty well, right? Now, suppose say I would like to know the same thing in Excel, which row I am in. If I need to know, I will be using a function in our Excel naming called row open bracket and close bracket. This is also going to give you the same number. See, the row which I'm operating with, my row formula declares me that. Not a problem, right? So this is our row formula. But in our Excel, what is that number we were looking for in the initial level? If you look at what is the first number we were looking for our formula is 1, right? So already we are getting 12, but we are expecting 1. So what we can do, basic mathematics over here, simple same row formula will open. I will go for minus 11. Why minus 11? Because row number 12 I'm operating, the previous row number is row number 11. And when I deduct, am I getting 1? Yes. Now the same when I want to apply for the others, Control D, do I get the same 1, 2, 3 number? Yes. So what we did, the same thing we are going to do within our formula. But how? Just see. So this is just for your understanding. This is not needed. We can delete this also. So now watch my screen, please. I will go for same top 3 cells. I'll go for that formula equal to large and taking this array, locking the same, and then I'll go for my row formula over here and I'll go for minus 11. So what I showed you in outside that range area, the same thing I have brought it inside the formula. So this is nothing but our nested formula, formula within formula, how to write it, the concept, we got the basic understanding. Now this is applied only for a cell, but we need to apply for the rest of the cells. We know what is the keyboard shortcut, Control, Enter, and see the beauty. Without taking any kind of helper column, we could create that solution. So as our friend Chinmay and Jairaj, they were asking me the question, I believe now you got the answer, right? So please give it a try and check everything is fine. Is it working? If large is clear, please rectify the bottom 3 also with the small formula. If you have any concerns, feel free to ask. Any queries, please let me know. And as I was telling you, this will be very, very helpful whenever you are working with your dashboards, summary report, tabular report, templates. You need this kind of formulas the most. Okay, so thanks for the confirmation, Chinmay. How about others people? Just do one-time practice and confirm this is working fine for you also. Okay, somebody is Chiranjeevi. Fine. Yeah, Chinmay is having a question. So in this case, we don't need the G column. Of course, we should not use that G column at all. because the more the unwanted data, again, the file size will be more. That's what I told you in the beginning. So you should keep avoiding the unwanted data columns. All right, so Dave is also confirmed. Very good. Yes, our Camlin team, Denny is also saying working, so very good. Great. So thank you so much for your confirmation. So next we'll proceed to our next example, naming called basic rounding up. So here, what we need to do first, try to understand. Okay, we have got some data.
Because yeah,
Yes,
sorry, Mohan here.
no
Could you
problem.
just yeah, sorry. Could you just explain on the, how do you get the formula on the bottom? I think I missed out that one.
No problem. So you can go to any cell. I told you a formula called formula text.
Correct.
Formula text. And it asks me reference. You can select that cell which contains the formula and you want to display that formula. Hit enter. This will be showing the formula.
Okay. Got it.
Right. Now, let's say we have got some data over here called prices column. And you could see the data is having some kind of decimals and whole numbers combined together in one column. Now, ideally, these decimals are always killing our lot of time. And sometimes when you go for reconciling the data, because of decimals, we lead to get some differences in our reconciliation. And what happened? Yes, Archana, ask me the question.
Like, because now here we are sitting at row 11 because we are in the middle of the Excel, but generally we start with say row 2. Whenever we are putting formula to the entire Excel, we'll the first one will be the obviously the names of the the
Headers.
headers,
Headers.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the second one would be like we'll apply the formula and that we'll just drag it down to the. So in that case what it would be minus because it is 2. So then what will be the minus there? There wouldn't be any minus in that, no?
No, 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 no. It's a simple logic. Whichever the row you are in, you have to deduct with the previous row number. Suppose say first 10 row items is my headers, my data headers, my date, report type. I'm doing all these things. Now 11th row onwards, I'm starting my formula. Say the best example about the serial numbers. Take an example.
Mm-hmm.
These two row items I have reserved for my data headers. Take a look.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
No need to do anything. Just watch my screen. Now I need to start working with my serial number from row number 3. So here 1, 2, 3, something like that, it should come. So when I go for my row formula, what I'm getting? Row number 3, since I'm in row number 3, correct?
Uh-huh. Okay.
So I need to go for minus 2 because I'm in row number 3. The previous row number is row number 2 and I'll be getting 1. Now I can simply drag it over here. Okay. And once I drag it, suppose tomorrow if I delete a row, now I have created all these headers up to row number 7, it is there. Now
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow I believe this row is not required for me. If I delete
Mm.
it, this row, what it happens? Can you see? Automatically this changes. The order still remains intact. That's what the
Okay.
beauty.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay. So it is always a row is minus the previous row number.
absolutely.
Okay.
That's the same logic.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks.
Welcome. Now, coming back to our data over here called basic rounding off. So we have our prices column. You can see the decimals and whole numbers are there in place. My boss is not happy watching the same. So he's asking me, Pravas, why don't you round up the data to the nearest one unit in the next column? So what is it meaning over here? Let's have a discussion. If 103.2 is there, ideally we prefer to show 103. If it is of 111.5, we would like to show 112. Do you all agree? If I want to go for rounding of our data, this is how we represent our data. And this is called nothing but our logical roundoff. But here a simple question arises, or it leads a question over here. How do we decide? One case we took 1 unit down, one case we took 1 unit down, one case we took 1 unit up. This is what we are not defining anything. This is the standard logic for our logical roundoff. If the post decimal character is 5 or more than 5, we go for 1 unit up. If it is less than 5, we go for 1 unit down, isn't it? This is what we always follow. Do you all agree?
Yep.
Right. Now, same thing we are going to do it in Excel. So when you go and do the job in Excel, ideally we prefer to go for a formula called round. No problem. Round formula will be also working fine. But I would suggest, since Microsoft has made some improvements in the round formula, let's go and explore that potential of that formula, how it is being helpful. Let's go and explore. So here, let's select our entire solution array first. Start working with me and go for equal to. There is a formula in our Excel naming called M round. M stands for multiple M round. What it demands me? Number. Number which is there in my left side. Take one cell, not the entire range, not the entire array, only the first number of the prices column, comma. Then what it asks me? Multiple. Multiple has a different meaning. We are not going to multiply with any value. Multiple has a meaning that is rounding off you want to do by nearest 1 unit. So multiple of 1. That's it. Because whatever the data is going to be the output, it may be 1 unit up or 1 unit down. And that will be decided by the post decimal character. So for 103.2, 104 is the upper unit, 103 is the lower unit. Now, what is the difference between the upper unit and lower unit? Is of 1 unit. That's why we have taken multiple as 1. So if I would like to round off logically, I have to always go for 1 only as a multiple. Now bracket close, formula is ready. Only for a cell, need to apply for rest. We know, control enter, and we got the answer ready. So this is how people you can create this kind of formulas ready over there in your templates, and whenever you go for sending that template to someone else and the person types the data, and Excel will be taking care about your all the outputs, so that at the end of the day when you try to reconcile those two columns or two reports, you are not going to struggle for this. Automatically things will be taken care by Microsoft Excel. So give it a try and check it's working. M round, any doubt, any queries? Okay. Yes, Pankaj.
Yeah, done, Prabhas.
Great. So anybody's having any issues, feel free to ask. No worries. I'm here to help you out. Okay. But make sure that you are doing the same parallelly with me whenever I ask you to do. Now, having said this, over here, people, we have got a simple understanding over here how to make use of our M round formula. Now you can ask me a question in return that Prabhas, when round is working for me, then why I need to learn M round? Right? When I'm getting the answer in round formula and I'm quite comfortable using the same, why you are insisting to learn M round? This should be your question. Since you did not ask me, I would like to tell you the answer. See, when you go for round formula, people, that is situation specific. Sometimes you have to go for round up, sometimes you have to go for round down. So you need to remember three different formulas depending upon the need, depending upon the ask. But here, if you know M round, it will cater all the needs. How? I'll tell you in the next example. Just say, same prices column we have. Now my boss is saying, Prabhas, do me a favor. Just round up the data to the nearest 5 unit. I repeat, prices column data is there. My boss is expecting I should round up the data to the nearest 5 unit. What does it mean? 103.2 is there. If I need to answer, what will be my answer? Just manually check and tell me. 103.2 is there. What should be the answer? Should be 105. This is what Niranjan is saying. If it is 87, Niranjan, what would be the answer? Dev is saying it should be 85. Niranjan, do you agree with Dev what he's saying? Or
sir, your question புரியல sir.
புரியலையா? Okay. இப்போ பாருங்க, just mute பண்ணுங்க. இப்போ பாருங்க என்ன question கேக்குதா இப்போ 103 பாயிண்ட் இருந்தா ரவுண்ட் அப் பண்ணணும். 5 minutes கீழே வரைக்கும் ரவுண்ட் அப் பண்ணணும். ஸோ 5 minutes பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 103 மேலே இருக்கலாம், 103 கீழே இருக்கலாம். நமக்கு இப்போ தெரியாது. பட் அது வேல்யூ என்ன வரும் அது நமக்கு எங்கே காட்டணும். Okay, this is what boss is expecting. So take an example if it is not clear. So Mohan is saying 90, Niranjan is saying 85, Dev is saying 85 or 87. A lot of things are coming up. I will make it very simple. Just watch my screen. No need to do anything. Okay. So Jaykumar, in order screen le paranga. Suppose we have a scale of 5 skip count, 5 jump values, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, like this. I have a scale. Okay. Now, if I go in this pattern of my scale, 103.2, in which interval this is going to fall? Is it going to fall between 100 and 105? Do you all agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Right. Now, which is the closest one? For 103.2, which is the closest one? Which is the nearest one?
Okay, 105, sir.
That should be the answer. That should be the answer. But as we discussed, for 103.2, 100 is the lower unit, 105 is the upper unit. Now, what is the difference between these two units? Is it of 5 minutes? Right? Now, the same thing we are going to do over here. Watch my screen first. Equal to same M round, no other formula. And taking the number over here from the prices column, only one cell, not the entire range ever take, comma, multiple. I told you multiple is nothing but the difference between the lower unit and the upper unit. How many units? Is of 5 units. Bracket close. Formula is ready. Only for a cell. Need to apply for rest. Control enter. And this is how same formula is doing the job for us. Like that, if you want to go for multiple of 5, multiple of 10, any point of time, you can go for simple M round formula. Like in our income tax calculations, when you go for it, when you calculate your gross total income, tax on total income, any point of time, or if you have a purchase order template, work order template, or invoice template, if you have some decimals in place, you want to round it up the data, so you can simply use this M round formula. Give it a try and confirm this is working for you. Logic is clear. So Jaykumar, இப்போ புரிஞ்சது உங்களுக்கு? Okay. Magesh is saying yes.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. All right, friends. So we generally use round. Yes, Archana. Can you briefly explain that as well? Okay. See, why I am, see, round is the same concept only. If I go for round formula equal to round, here I'm going for it. Okay. Equal to round. When I go for this is what the data I have. I'm taking, comma, number of digits. How many digits you want to round it up? So if I go for 0 over here, now what will be happening? It will be giving me 103. And the same I can apply for others, and this will be giving the result. So this is what your round formula. Okay. And we have gone for M round formula. But why I'm asking you to go for M round, the reason I'll tell you. See, what is the beauty of Excel? I'll tell you first, understand the concept. The moment in 1985 our Microsoft Office has come into force, there was only one formula called round. Only one. But because of round formula, people struggled a lot. So based on the user's request and demand, Microsoft have come up with some more two new formulas naming called round up and round down. You would have seen also when you go for the formulas of round, you can see the entire list of formulas. Can you see that? All these formulas are coming up, right? But what's the beauty of Microsoft Excel? When they develop some new formulas, they do not leave the hand of old formulas. They still retain them. That's the beauty. And since round up and round down has come, again people struggle to remember two different formulas in two different situations to apply. Just to overcome that problem, then Microsoft has come up with another formula in 2007 version of Microsoft Excel called mround. But when mround has come into force, Microsoft has not left round and round up and round down. They still retain that. That's why you could see all these formulas in the round category. Hope now the concept is clear. Yes, Archana?
Yes, yes, got it.
Right,
Thank
right. Welcome. Now let's go for our next situation, people. We have a prices column. You can notice it is containing data of mixed values. Like we have got positive, we have got negatives as well. Now, looking at the same, my boss is not happy and he's telling me, Prabhas, why don't you extract only the positive values in the next column? I repeat, data is of positive and negative combined together in one column. Boss is not happy watching the negatives. He is expecting only the positive values to be appear in the next column. So now the question is, looking at the data, how do you decide whether it is negative? Simple. If it is starting with a bracket or if it is starting with a hyphen or dash symbol, this is negative. If none of them is available, it's a positive one. Simple rule. Do you agree with me?
Yep.
Now, if I ask you, logically, please decide whether the data is positive or negative. Ideally, what we do, just watch my screen. We check each and every cell. If this cell is greater than 0, it's positive. If this cell is less than 0, it's negative. This is the simple logical understanding. We do check, and the same we are going to do it in Excel. So start working with me. As we develop the practice, select your entire solution array and go for equal to. Whenever you have to do some logical operation, we have a ready-made formula called if. We have a ready-made formula called if. What it demands? Logical test. Logical test purpose, we need to depend upon a cell from our left side, that is our prices column. And what logic we need to check? Is it greater than 0? So greater than symbol we have, less than and greater than two symbols are there in our keyboard. So we can go for greater than symbol and put 0 over there. Then comma, what it demands? Because when you do a test, there might be a success, there might be a failure. We never know. But we need to follow the same rhythm or the logic first. We anticipate if there is a success means value if true. So if this is true means the value which you are checking, if it is more than 0, then in the next column, which value you are expecting? The value which you are checking, the value which you are checking, comma. What is the next one? Value if false. So if there is a failure in the sense the value is not greater than 0, so definitely it is less than 0. So if it is less than 0, then this is a negative one. Then we do not need that value to be appear in the next column, but there should be some treatment in the next column. What is that? 0, hyphen, nil, not available, not applicable, anything you want to write, you must write within two double inverted quotes. Since we are not working with any of them, we are working with a template, and template output should remain blank. And for blank purpose, we can go for two immediate double inverted quotes over here. People always commits a mistake in this area. They define two double inverted quotes, but they define a space in between that, and that is really annoying. Because if you have a space, though it is not visible, but that is identified as a character by Microsoft Excel. and it will be creating a lot of trouble for you. So whenever you believe you need to define a blank cell as a output in the formula, go for two immediate double inverted quotes. Now, bracket close. Formula is ready only for a cell, need to apply for rest. We know what is the keyboard shortcut? Control, enter, and we got the result. So this is how people, whenever there is a need, we can go for a simple logical formula of our Excel and get our result. So give it a try, please, and check it's working. Any doubt, any queries, feel free to ask. Okay.
Sir, 0 positive or negative, sir? If 103.2,
Uh-huh.
then 0, sir,
0 is a
positive
nil
or
value. 0 is a nil value. There is no positive and negative. We need to go for it.
okay, sir.
Right. Yes, Chinmay, what is that you did not understand in this? Do let me know.
Like I want to know that what we are picking the positive numbers, like what is
Mhm.
positive and negative numbers. So that what I want to
Yeah,
understand.
see, how do you know something when I write? Take a look. When I write something, is this a positive or negative number?
It can be positive or negative.
It cannot be negative because there is no negative sign over here. What is the meaning by negative? See, when I write something minus 1000, this is my negative,
Right.
right? You would have seen your bank statements, or you would have seen when your debit and credit transactions are there. Whenever the money goes out of your pocket, okay? Or somebody you owe the money, suppose you have taken some loan, some money from bank or any other institutions, how the transaction been shown having the minus figures, okay, because you have to pay
Right.
them, right? So this is called negative sign. So sometimes we get our negative sign something like this, or sometimes we go for our data having in this format also negative. So brackets are ultimately nothing but is a negative sign. This depends upon the control panel settings and the regional settings. These both are negative only. And when none of them is available like this is called positive. So this is my positive value. These are my negative values. And if you believe this is not there, okay, let me just change the format for the better understanding. So I'll go for my number and here the negative numbers, it is coming up like this over here. Now, if I want to change this negative values to show something different over here, just say, I'll go to custom. Okay. I need to change my control panel system. I'll show you how to change that also. See, so I'll go to my region and here,
Hmm.
when I go for my numbers category, especially just see here by default, it's showing the negative sign symbol as minus. But here we have other parameters also. It will be coming up to show the negative sign. So here it is not appearing. I'll show you additional settings, currency over here and time over here, currency positive and negative numbers. Can you see? Is it showing
Mm-hmm.
this? So
Yes.
this is also your negative sign. So this is also one format you can showcase negative symbol purpose. Okay. So these are the
Mm-hmm.
negative symbols. So now you able to understand what is negative and what is positive?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Thank
So
you.
the same thing over here we are doing out of this data, wherever it is negative is there, we don't want to see that. Only positive values should immediately appear in the next column. For that, this kind of logical formula combinations, we are doing it. Or should I explain the formula one more time?
No, I am able to do it. Thank you.
Great, great, no problem. Now, this is what the solution we have received, how to get it. And trust me, 95% user, they will suggest you to do the job like this. But I do not recommend this over here. Yes, you must be surprised. Pravas, where you don't recommend, then why you teach us all these things? Because what people also tell you, you blindly follow them, because we are more curious to know the answer. We don't understand the approach, whether it is wrong or right. There's nothing called wrong or right. We just need the answer. This is how we have made our mindset. And why I don't recommend first try to understand the reason. In any Excel formula, people, the more that in any Excel file, the more the if formula, the file size will be more. As I told you, the first problem, we always struggle with regard to file space. So this is one of the reason again, the more the if formula, file size will be more. So if formula should not be your first choice. In the worst scenario, if you do not have any other options, you should go for if formula. Now, if I am not supposed to use if formula, then what is that exactly I'm supposed to use? Over here, how to make my formula crisp? Let's have a basic understanding. Just watch my screen for a while. What I'm doing, try to understand. I'm going to use a formula called max. Okay, originally, yes, it becomes in 3 lines. If and becomes more easy. Yeah, correct. Yeah, max formula. What is that it does? We know in a range, whichever the value maximum or whichever is the highest value, it returns that as answer. We know that. But what it demands, number one. So we'll take prices column, comma. It asks me for number two. So what is my number two? Let's have a discussion. The moment we ask to logically whether check the value is positive or negative, which value we have compared with? We have compared with 0. So I'll go for 0 over here. Now what I'm trying to do in Excel, try to understand. I am commanding Excel between the price column value and 0, which is more, that you should return as a answer. That you should return as a answer over here. Okay. Now when I go for this, what is happening between 0 and this value, which is more, definitely this value. So that will be written as an answer. So we are not discussing anything below 0 cases. Job becomes very simple. Formula is ready only for a cell. Need to apply for rest. Control, enter, and see the beauty now. As an audience, if you look at which option you prefer to see the most, option 1 or option 2?
Option 2 is easy.
Definitely. So everyone wants the formula should be crisp only, though one wants to see a lengthy formula. So this is how people you have to be very precise while writing the formula in your Excel file. So file size will not be heavy and the data processing also will be faster. So give it a try and check is it working. Any doubt, any queries, feel free to ask. Yes.
I have a query.
Yeah, ask me.
Actually, uh, do we need to select all the rows to use control enter? If we select
Yeah,
one cell, then it is.
it will be applicable only for that cell. If you want to use control enter, you have to select all the range, the entire range where you want to get your solution.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. See, control enter, if it is so a big puzzle for you, I will make your job easy. Just watch my screen for everyone. So far you have been using enter and all and sudden I asked you use control enter. You must be also a bit difficult to adapt that, but you should do it. I'll tell you the reason why. See, in my screen, I have got many more cells. If I ask you, please fill this entire border area, whatever I have populated with the cell text called Excel. What we do, we go to a cell, we type Excel over here, and we go and copy that. Then we select the rest and we'll go for Control V. This is the option we apply. So Control C and Control V. So Control C to copy, Control V to paste. We know this is one option. Else, what we do, we go and try to type Excel in one cell, and we are very fond of using mouse. We go and drag it like this. Sometimes we go beyond this range, we struggle again, we come back. We don't mind doing the same. We are happy doing the same. But similarly, again to right, again we go and drag it right. This is also doing the job for us. Do you all agree?
True.
Instead of doing that, two separate activities and spending your time, wasting your time, what I suggest is select your area where you want your Excel text to be populated. Leave your mouse, leave your touchpad, immediately type Excel where it is start typing in the first cell. Can you see the cursor is still blinking in that cell? The cursor is still blinking in that cell. Just see. Now, instead of hitting enter, go for control enter. So the entire range will be populated with your Excel text. So that is what we have been doing, nothing else. Hope it is clear, the concept.
Yeah, something I think very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right. So now let us go and proceed with our next example, people. A very beautiful one. Let's proceed on working with that. See, we have got one contract furnished with one of our vendor about AMC, annual maintenance contract. Yes, Archana. So 11th December 2019, I furnished one contract for HP printer and duration I fixed for 16 months. The contract should be live for 16 months. Now my job is I need to find out when the contract is going to be expired so that I can take my call whether to renew the contract, to stop the service, or if the asset is already sold or it is scrapped, there is no point of maintaining any AMCs for that. Whatever it is, I would like to take a call. For that reason, I need to find out my date of expiry. So just manually check and let me know what would be my date of expiry for the first AMC. Yes. Yes, manually you check. I'm not asking you should do any kind of calculation. Just manually check and tell me what would be the date. April 2021, Aniket is saying. Aniket, what is the date you are expecting? That is the month and year you told me. What is the date? April 11th 2021. Let's see. Now for a particular case to identify what would be the right date of expiry, we took this much of time. Think about the case. Suppose you are the sole caretaker or the owner of all the AMCs of your own organization. Now, if that is the case, then do you believe that you need to keep a calendar with you, you keep holding the same and keep computing your AMC's actual date of expiry? It's really possible, do you believe? Not at all. So in this case, one thing we have understood, our date of expiry should be pinpoint accurate. We cannot say that, okay, plus or minus 1 day is okay. So that kind of things is not acceptable. Then how to get this done? How to get the actual date of expiry? How to get that? Let's see. Here our experts, they will tell you different formulas. Don't go for it. They will ask you to change the format. Don't do that. Everything is fine. You need to follow a formula. Follow that. Start working with me, friends. Go for selecting the entire solution array as we develop the practice. Go for equal to. There is a ready-made formula in our Excel naming called eDate. E stands for electronic date. E stands for electronic date. What it demands? Start date. We do have start date. Comma. What's the next one? As per month. We do have months also. So formula is ready. Only for a cell. Need to apply for rest. Control enter. And we got the answer. But what is this answer about? Yes, people? Anybody? The answer, whatever you received, what is this answer about? It's changed to
I think it's
short
a
date.
number of days.
Number of days. Number of days from
From the date of AMC started.
11/4/2021, sir.
11/4/2021. That is the answer. But what is this number? I am getting something else. This 44,297. What is
This
that
number, sir,
representing?
this number is changed to date format, sir.
No, no, no. I'm not asking that. What you need to do. We know that we need to change it to date format. But what is that answer about?
Days,
Okay.
Total
number of days.
number of
Okay.
It is
what?
in a hours, I guess. It is not
No,
days.
no, no. It's not hours, not days. Okay. Niranjan is saying from start date to MCC. Niranjan, if it is from start date to AMC, it's of maximum 16 months, right? On an average, if I take 30 days in a month, maximum it should be 480 days, max, or 485 days, I could say. It is saying 44,297. Okay, no issues. As a Excel user people, we must know what is this about. What we need to do, we know that. We need to convert into date and we go for short date, as Archana said, as Jara said, we have to go for converting to date. We know. But somebody asked me, what is this about then? I'm still blank. I can't bluff over here. I can't say something else which you don't know, right? So being an Excel user, you must know all these things. So let me take you 1 minute of your time to make you understand what is this about. Let's take a look. What is today's date? Anybody?
17/6/2023.
Right. So we have a simple keyboard shortcut which will be doing the job for us. Control colon. It will be giving me today's date. Okay. Same thing I can get it over here by using a today formula also as today's date. Okay. Output remains the same, but the options, if you look at, there is a nature-wise two different things. How? Control semicolon, when you go for it, it keeps your data static. What is the meaning by static data? So today you have created this report. If you open the file after 5 years also, it will still reflect as 17th June only. But today formula, it keeps our data dynamic. Keeps our data dynamic. Whenever you open the file, suppose if I open the file tomorrow, this will take tomorrow's date from my system. And what will be my tomorrow's date from my system? Will be 18th June, and this will
18,
become
yes, sir.
18th June. Yeah, this will become 18th June. So this is what the difference between our control semicolon and today formula. Hope it is clear. Okay. Now date.
Yes, it's clear.
Yeah, date. Yes, you can keep your mic on mute, friends. Yeah, thank you. See, date is just a format. Try to understand the concept. Date is just a format. But technically, if you count over here, this format is actually having a value. What is the value behind this? This is the value. Now, what is this value denotes actually? This date is nothing but whatever 45,094 it is displaying on the screen. This is nothing but the date starting from our this date. So our Excel calendar starts from 01/01/1900, means 1st January 1900 is the day one. So from this date only, the Excel calendar calculates the results. So anything you ask before 1/1/1900 Excel, that when Mahatma Gandhi was born, it's very difficult to predict, and the answer it may give something odd or some kind of weird kind of answer we'll be getting it also. So this 1/1/1900 is again at the date and it's a format. But behind that, actually, which is the value working is 1. So this is our day 1. So starting from 1 January 1900 till today, if you calculate, we have passed 45,094 days. Hope it is clear now. What is that form? We have got the format. So it is not from date of AMC. It is starting from 1st January 1900 till expiry date is this many days. Okay.
Clear.
Yes. Now, What are the other formats we are getting actually in our Excel? We come across in Excel. Let's have a discussion. So this one or 45,094, what you are getting, people, this is nothing but our general format. What is that? General format. Now, same value, I'm going to put it across over here, and this is called our number format. Same value I'll be retaining, but I'll be populating over here in terms. This is called time format. Only the window dressing of your data is changing, but the value remains the same. Same value. If I go for it, this is my date format. Same value. If I go for it, this is my currency format. Same value, I'll be taking it over here, and this is my percentage format. Okay. So technically, these are the formats we deal in our Excel. You can also understand, you would have already worked with, but we have never realized the fundamentals behind these numbers like this. Do you agree? Now, is it clear? The concept? So value remains the same. Only thing is Excel format keep on changing. So here, if you look at our date of expiry, whatever the value it has generated, this is nothing but in general format. And what we are expecting, the date format. So ideally, what we prefer to do, we go for right click, we go for format cells, we go to the our date, and we do respective changes. This much time we do not have. We cannot afford this much of time. What I suggest is any point of time, if you want to convert any format to date format, Control, Shift, and 3. There is a hash key over here in the numerical 3 button. You got to go with Control, Shift, 3. Press together and you will be getting your answer. Just check it out. Are you getting the same? Control Shift 3 to convert any format to date format. Very helpful. In our routine activities, we do a lot of formattings like this. And whenever you download the data from SAP or ERP, we always deal with our dates also. So any point of time, if you happen to convert any format to date, Control Shift and 3. I believe this is working. Any doubt, any queries?
So this will be valid even for something. So a lot of times we see with large set of data that dates in different columns do not match. So this will work for those kind of formatting, every kind of formatting on date.
No, no, no. This will be happening only if your date is in proper date format. So what is the meaning by proper date format? Say, take an example. If you go and ask someone if he is typing the date, something like this, say, take an example, today's date only. I'll take 17. This is not a proper date format, though all the elements are there. Days, date is there, month is there, year is there. But if you look at what is the separator? The separator is dot.
Dot.
Sometimes people like this also. 17, they go for this format and they go for this. This is also a date, but this cannot be considered as a date format. So actually, technically, what is the date format we have to follow? 17-June-2023. If you are following DT-MM-YY format, if you are following MM/DT/YY format also, that's also fine. But first we have to go for June, then we have to go for 17, then we have to go for 2023. All right. So these are two
only if it's in
important
format,
formats.
then it will work.
Yes, only if it is in proper date format, you can keep changing. Not only with this, any format you can change as we discussed. So anything to general over here, anything to number, anything to time, anything to date, anything to currency, anything to percentage, you can change. Okay, so I believe everybody's clear with our computation of our expiry date. This will be very, very helpful whenever you are computing all your insurance claims, agreements, contracts, bank guarantees, or any investment related documents. You can always maintain this Excel file over there, not to just to maintain the database, use the Excel file as a tracker. And when you want to use Excel as a tracker, you have to use this EDATE formula over there. Very, very helpful. But that alone is not enough. What is the other risk factor over here? I'll tell you. 11th April 2021. Is it going to fall in a weekday or weekend? That also we need to find out. So now the objective is how to extract a day from a date. How to extract a day from a date. Let's go for it. So in this case over here, you can go for a simple formula called text. Simple formula called text. What it demands? Value. So what is the meaning by value? Is nothing but my date of expiry, comma. What is the next it is asking? Format text. As I told you, ideally, what kind of format we follow in Excel? DDMMYY or MMDDYY, where D stands for day, M stands for month, Y stands for year, which is predefined by Microsoft Excel. Our requirement is not to deal with the month and year. We are going to focus with only with regard to the day. So within two double inverted quotes, you must write D 4 times. Why D 4 times? To get the complete string of the day, to get the complete name of the day, like Sunday, Sunday. If you write 3D, it will give only the first three characters, SUNMONFRI, like that. Is it case sensitive? No, Excel formulas are not case sensitive. You can write in making caps on, or you can write in drop caps also. It will be going to give the same result. Don't worry. Now bracket close, formula is ready, only for a cell, need to apply for rest. Control, enter. And we got our record. See, as we are anticipating the first case itself, the data is falling in Sunday. So we should renew the contract before 1 or 2 days, depending upon 5 or 6 working days of your office. All right, so I believe this text is working. Kindly confirm. Just give one time try. So let's go for practicing upon the same for finding the month and year also. So for month, what would be the formula? Equal to text, taking the date of expiry within two double inverted quotes, M 4 times to get the complete string of the month. Similarly for year, what we can do? We can go for text formula within two double inverted quotes, wide 4 times. You could do that, but that's not needed because text is a lengthy formula. So don't go for it for year calculation. We have a ready-made formula called year in Excel as well. So we can directly take that formula equal to year and taking the serial number. Serial number is nothing but my date of expiry. Bracket close, control enter. Okay. So this is how we have understood how to make use of all these formulas in our routine activities. This will be very, very helpful. Whenever you download the data from SAP or ERP, you may be having only the date, like your invoice date, purchase order date, work order date, or date of joining of the employee, something like that. You may not be having the separate column called month and year. And sometimes you need to generate them so that you can do your year-wise or month-wise analysis over there in the data set. So I believe it's clear, working for everyone. Any doubt, any queries? Fine then. So
once again
yes,
repeat year later.
year, simple year. You can go for equal to year, then taking that date of expiry and bracket close. Control enter.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right, friends. So please save all your workbooks. So with this, we'll go for a short break of 10 minutes. Okay. So you can have a tea or coffee or have a brisk and come back soon. So in my system, it is 4:16. I consider 4:20. So 4:30 dot again will be catching up. So please be here by 4:30 so that we can resume our session and we can adhere to this timeline. Okay. Fine then. So I'll be in mute. I'll be back in 4:30.
Ganesh, Jairaj.
సార్
ini ini எங்க இது சொல்லுங்க சார். கணேஷ் இல்லையா? கணேஷ் போயிட்டாரா இல்லையா? கணேஷ் இல்லையா? காணாமே. கணேஷ் காணுங்க.
All right, so I believe everybody's back. Could you please respond in the chat box why for yes so that we can proceed? Great. So we have done with our business maths case studies paper, and we have learned so many formulas and functions. And now we'll be proceeding to the next sheet, naming called data presentation.
Uh, Excuse me, sir. Before
No
proceeding,
problem.
can I ask a question on the
Yeah,
previous
please.
sheet?
Please. No problem. Ask me.
In the previous sheet, actually, I want to understand once again why we are using that max formula there, and just to get the maximum number out of these numbers listed, or like maximum,
No,
minimum,
not not
average.
no 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 not see, this is just for the information purpose, how to calculate your minimum, maximum, average, and all, nothing else. So here the objective is we have the data of mixed type. We have got positive and negative combined together in one column, and I just want to find out wherever the value is positive, in the next column it should appear. For that, we have used logical formula, but that formula is bit lengthy, and the more the if formulas you apply, the file size will be more. And this is what we discussed. So how to do the same job by keeping the formula length minimum, and what should be the right formula so that it will be making my formula crisp and it will be getting the same result. So for that reason, we have used max formula, and max formula, what it does, between the number and 0, which is more, that alone it is going to return. So when we go to the next cell, 99.2, which is below 0 case, correct?
Mhm. Yes.
And between 0 and below 0, which is more, 0. So that's why instead of 0, it is giving me hyphen. This is because of the control panel settings, but technically this cell is containing now 0. So wherever hyphen you see, that is nothing but 0 cases, because we are
Okay.
giving two inputs only, between
Yes.
0 and which is value more. Now suppose say you want to find out the negatives only. I don't want to see the positive value. I want to see the negative value. Same logic will be changing with min formula by taking this value comma 0, which is less. It will be
Less
giving
than
the
zero.
result.
Okay.
Right. Now
Okay.
when you combine these two columns, this is nothing but your price column.
Okay. Got it.
Right.
Thank you.
Now,
सर मेरा एक डाउट है सर.
हाँ पूछिए.
हाँ सर, एक नंबर डालता हूँ, अपन तो 110 नंबर डालता हूँ, ये तो कन्वर्ट करने का मेरा मंथ में वो
में
आप बोला था ना, आप टेक्स्ट फॉर्मेट डाल के डाला था फॉर्मेट में, तो सब
राइट.
जनवरी करके आता है सर.
हाँ ऑब्वियसली, अभी ये डालते हो ना, इसे 1 से लेके 10 तक आप डाल रहे हो, सपोज यू वांट टू
हाँ
कन्वर्ट इनटू मंथ, करेक्ट?
हाँ, मंथ में कन्वर्ट करने का.
हाँ, तो मंथ में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए इज इक्वल टू मंथ ले लो, तो ऑटोमेटिक क्या होगा, दिस विल बी गिविंग यू नंबर ऑफ मंथ. सो 1 अगर लेना है जनवरी, ऐसा नहीं आएगा. इफ यू कन्वर्ट 1
हाँ.
एज जनवरी, 2 एज फेब्रुअरी, इट कैन नॉट बी.
ओ ओके ओके
यस,
सर.
राइट. All right, so let us go to our data presentation sheet, people, over here. Now let us discuss something. In this data-driven world, mere having the data is of no use. Everybody prepares the data, everybody captures the data, everybody keep creating the data. But the data needs to be analyzed, the data needs to be mined, the data needs to be crunched, the data needs to be sliced. So all these operations we need to do with our data to take it to the next level or to make a value additions to our work. So now the same thing we are going to do. How to make our data informative? What can be done for that? Let's have a discussion. All right. So here you could see we have got entire year's revenue data over here. Now, what I prepared, anybody can do that. Nothing new, nothing extraordinary over here. But this may be, I would have prepared whatever I would have prepared. This may be satisfying my boss, no doubt. But do you think that he is going to be happy? I believe what my boss asked me, I have prepared. But do you think that my boss is going to be happy with this? Yes? Anybody? Dev, Archana, Pankaj, Aniket? Not at all. Because what I prepared, yeah. So Aniket, not about that dollar sign is missing. See, when I'm preparing revenue USD column header itself, USD is there. So that exactly not the requirement with the currency symbol. But yes, if you want, we can bring it. They need more info, as Archana is saying. And of course, they would also not disagree. Chinmay also, she will be also asking some more thing. And Pankaj, Jairaj, anybody, whoever is watching the data, they will not be happy at all, isn't it? So here, what can be done to make our presentation more informative? What we can add so that presentation will go to the next level? What else we can incorporate so that when we present it to the audience will be happy watching the presentation and they will clap, they will appreciate our work. Think about it and tell me, whatever it comes to your mind. We can prepare charts and graphs. Archana said we can go for line graph, we can go for pie chart, we can go for bar chart, we can go for column chart. Not a problem. What else? Need pie chart. Okay, we can do that. Same graphical presentation, so we all are on equal page only. No problem. Now what else? Whatever it comes to your mind, you can express. This is what we are discussing. Don't you think that in which month we have got the maximum revenue, which month we have got the least revenue, we can identify and show separately, or we can apply some colors also? Yes or no? Don't you think that we can go and compare our data Jan to Feb, Feb to March, March to April? How is the status? Whether my revenue is increasing trend or decreasing trend, that also we can compute. Yeah, trend line is nothing but the charts and graphs, the other format. We have already discussed Chinmay that, isn't it? So whatever we discuss, people, all these things are needed. But what happens? Are we presenting our data having all this information? Trust me, 95% cases no. Though we know the data needs all these things, but still we keep quiet. Unless and until there is a demand in the email from the other side, we do not present all this information with our data. So this is the place where we are lacking with. And why we are not doing it, though we are aware of that, having a fear in the mind. What is the fear? If I give more information to my boss will be asking many more questions. So what he needs, what he demands, fill that and keep quiet. This is how the trend we have developed. So we need to stop doing that. If you want to make a difference at your workplace, always leave your comfort zone and try to exceed the expectation. Then only you can make a difference or your presentation going to stand out of the crowd. So now let's see, to make this presentation more meaningful, more informative, what is that first thing we should do? We discussed so many things, but you did not pay attention. One very minimum requirement is in our data, we do not have a total. That is still missing. Can you see that? So what you need to do, keep your cursor in the total cell, start working with me and go for a simple keyboard shortcut. Alt equal to, put together, just press the two different keys, Alt equal to together. It will be giving you ready-made sum formula. Hit enter, you will be getting the total. Can you confirm all of you are getting 33,715? Fine. Now, the revenue column having the total. Maybe my immediate boss would be happy watching the same billions, millions, lakhs, crores, having the data, he might be happy. But when I'm presenting the same data to my management, they are not interested to see the revenue data, billions, millions, or lakhs and crores. They want to see the revenue data, and that should be in terms of percentage. So let's go and create another column naming revenue percentage. To create a column, alt with equal to sign Archana. No problem, no problem. It happens. You need to practice all these things, as I told you. So here, as we discussed, that the data now we need to present it to the management, and that needs in terms of percentage. Stay focused, watch 1 minute on my screen, what I'm doing, try to understand, and then same you can try. I'll be giving time 1 minute also, don't worry. I'll go for a simple formula in revenue percentage equal to whatever my Jan month revenue should be divided by the total revenue. Do you agree? Whatever the Jan month revenue, that should be divided by the total revenue. Okay. But when I copy this formula towards down, my revenue cell only should be moving down one by one, but total revenue should remain constant. And to make it constant and to restrict the movement, we know we need to go for F4. So when I go for F4, it will be applying $2 symbol. So column B is locked and 17 also is locked. So it will not move further towards down. And the moment I hit enter, this gives me the answer in terms of decimals. But we need to present our data in terms of percentage. So any point of time to convert any format to percentage format, what you can do is on your keyboard, Control, Shift, and 5. Can you see numerical 5 is containing the percentage symbol? So you have to press together Control, Shift, and 5 to convert any format to percentage format. Now that is ready only for a cell. Need to apply for rest, double click on that fill handle button, the drag button, just double click. It will be applied for the entire column. And the same, you can make a total and that is going to give you 100%. So this is how we got another column ready, people, naming revenue percentage. So give it a try and confirm revenue percentage is ready. Anybody is not clear? Any questions? If you have, you can ask me. Not a problem.
The percentage, how to make percentage?
Control Shift 5. On our keyboard, we should go for Control Shift 5. You can see number 5 is containing the percentage symbol in the keyboard. Right?
Okay.
Right. So Control and Shift, you have to combine with 5. Now, we got another column ready called revenue percentage. Now, as I told you, if you remembered, okay, Mohan, what happened? I could not get Chiranjeev saying. Yes, Chiranjeev, what's the problem? You did not get the percentage or you did not get the formula?
Yeah,
No, I
actually,
got that. I got.
yeah, for January, I got that formula equal to, yeah, that one I got. After that,
Right.
can you
Just double click the drag button bottom right corner, the drag button is there. I'm showing on my screen. You see that button, you double
yeah,
click
okay.
and that will
So
be
after
applied
that,
for the,
yeah, after that, converting into percentage.
yeah, select everything, Control Shift 5.
Okay.
Hope you're getting now.
Okay. Control.
Right. Now,
Yes.
5.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Now you welcome. Now you have to keep your cursor in the total cell and you have to go for again Alt equal to, and this will be giving you 100%.
Yeah, sorry, Prabhas. I am getting some errors, I think, on February till July.
Okay. What is the formula in January you have typed?
Just, I put equals to B5, yeah, backslash B17.
That
Then,
B17 did you lock with F4?
oh, I think the lock, control lock, right?
No. F4.
Just
the function
Just
key.
apply. Just review it.
And then once you're done with January, the same you can drag it to the others. Double click on the fill handle or drag button, and you will be finding now the answer.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I think I
Right.
failed to lock. Got it.
Right.
Thank you.
Right. No
Sir,
problem.
once again explain in total.
Total Alt equal to the keyboard shortcut.
Okay, okay.
Right. Now, what else we can do? Just have a look at my screen, please. So friends, keep your mic on mute. If you have any question, you can ask unmute, no problem. See, as we discussed, we can compare our data month on month, Jan to Feb, Feb to March, March to April. What do you call that? We call it as growth. So let's go and create a column naming called growth. Now, what should be the calculation for growth column? Let's have a discussion first. First 1 minute, watch my screen. Okay. Since Jan is the first month of my business calendar year, is there anything before Jan to compare with? Do you have anything before Jan to compare with? No. So, since we do not have anything before Jan to compare with, my growth will be nil. My growth will be nil. But when I go to Feb, I have got something to compare with, isn't it? So what should be the formula for growth calculation in the month of Feb? Equal to Feb month revenue minus Jan month revenue. Do you agree? Equal to Feb minus Jan. Now this is going to give me some answer. What does it mean? From Jan to Feb, my business is going down. Same thing I can apply for others, and I could see the result. My growth column is ready. All right. Yes, Niranjan, we are going to get that next. Don't worry. So is it clear? Growth for everyone? Is it clear? The formula?
Yeah, it's clear, but only thing that we cannot get growth for a January, right? That
Yeah,
will
we
be
should.
blank.
Ideally, we cannot get it because before Jan,
Yeah,
nothing is there to
unless you
compare.
have, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Fine. Welcome. Uh, yeah, Gopi, you can keep your mic on mute. It is creating some noise. If you have any questions, you can ask me, not a problem. Okay, thank you. So now, growth in terms of value, maybe my immediate boss would be happy watching the same. But when I'm going to present my data to the management, they are not worried about my growth in terms of billions, millions, lakhs, and crores. They are not worried about that. But they would like to see growth in terms of percentage for the management. So what should be the formula for growth percentage calculation? Again, 1 minute, watch my screen, understand. Next 1 minute, you can try. See, as we discussed, when we go for the Jan month, since this is the first month of my year, before Jan, nothing is to compare with. That's why growth is zero. Similarly, growth percentage also will be zero. But when I go to Feb, what should be the formula? Equal to whatever the growth we have identified in the month of Feb, that should be divided by the base month for Feb, which is the base. Base is the Jan month. Simple. Whatever the growth we have identified, that should be divided by the base month. And now, the moment I hit enter, this turns the answer into decimal. And we know how to convert any format to percentage. Control, Shift, and 5. Now formula is ready. Only for a cell, need to apply for rest. Double click on the fill handle, and this will be ready. So this is our answer now, people. Over here, growth percentage. Kindly check it out. All right, so I got a confirmation from Archana and Chinmay. How about others people? Could you please help me out? Okay, they've also done very good. Aniket Pankaj, yes, Chiranjeev also done. Great. So growth percentage also we are clear. Now what else we can present it over here? Thank you so much for your response. So here, please stay focused for again 1 minute. See, suppose say I have completed my business for the month of Jan. Somebody asked me, Pravas, how much you have made the business? So what will be my answer? 3963 US dollar. Now same thing when I need to answer after completing my business for the month of Feb. What will be my answer? Whatever my Jan month revenue, I will combine with, I will make a plus or addition of our Feb month revenue, and I will be making a total of that. So I will tell how much over here, 7748, isn't it? Similarly, when I complete the business for the month of March, I will combine all these three and I'll be telling the value 9395. So what do you call all these things? Whatever we are discussing, we call it as cumulative value. Yes, absolutely. Cumulative value or accumulation of the data, or in technical language, we call it as a running total. But when you are presenting the same in the corporate reports, friends, we must use the proper corporate jargon. And what is that? The proper corporate wording would be YTD, year to till date. So let's go and create another column naming called YTD. All right. So what should be the formula for YTD calculation? Stay focused for 1 minute again. Like, since Jan is the first month of our year, whatever the Jan month revenue, can we take as YTD for the month of Jan? What say? Whatever my Jan month revenue, can I take the same value as Jan month YTD? Obviously. So we can go for a simple formula over here, and I can make it equal to taking the data from Jan. Now, when I go to Feb, what should be my answer? When I go to Feb, equal to Jan month YTD equal to Jan month YTD plus Feb month current revenue. Do you agree with this formula to make it cumulative? And when I go for this, is it giving me the cumulative value of both those these two? These two is giving, right? So this is the same value I'm getting also over here. Now the same formula I can apply for others. Double click on the fill handle. And when I'm reaching to my December month, the YTD, is it matching with my revenue column total? Right? So we are in the right track. So this is how people we have understood. One more column, we made it ready as YTD. So kindly try this and confirm, is it working? Hope it is clear. YTD. Now, YTD in terms of value, maybe my immediate boss would be happy watching the same. But when I'm presenting the same to the management, they are not worried about my YTD in terms of billions, millions, lakhs, and crores. They want to see YTD, but that should be in terms of percentage. So let's go and create another column naming called YTD percentage. And what should be the formula? Just see the beauty. Okay. As we discussed, the revenue month, whatever the value of the month of Jan, same thing we treated as YTD for the month of Jan. Similarly, can we treat Jan month revenue percentage as YTD percentage? Do you agree? Like we took Jan month revenue as YTD for the month of Jan. Jan month YTD percentage, same thing should be as revenue percentage we have taken. Okay. Now similarly, when I go to Feb, what I'll do, I will take Jan month YTD percentage plus Feb month revenue percentage. I will take that again, right? The way we did for our YTD for the month of Feb. So when we are going to do the same job, only thing is this column is going to change to this column. That's it. So what we can do, select this entire YTD percentage calculation column. Please do it along with me. Select this entire YTD percentage column and go for Control R. Control R to fill right. To fill right. So whatever the formulas we have taken in YTD column, the same thing as it is going to one step right. So here we took this cell, here it has gone for this cell. Here we took this cell plus this, here we have taken this cell plus this. This is the only changes, but the data turns up into decimals. So only thing is we need to convert into percentage, and we know how to convert. Control Shift 5. Now, how to check I am in the right track? The moment you go to the December month YTD percentage, is it matching with my revenue percentage column total? Yes. So we are in the right track. So this is what people, we have got another column ready, naming called YTD percentage. So anything not clear in this, do let me know.
Because I just need some help, and I think I
Yeah.
got a value wrong on the YTD column,
You
not the
can share your
YTD
screen.
percentage.
No problem. You can share your screen. Let's see. So it may be helping others also if they have not corrected it.
Yeah. So, could you see my screen?
Yeah, I could see. Yes.
All right.
Yes, everything is fine. YTD. No.
This value
You
is
do
wrong.
it. Yeah. You have taken equal. Go to the Fave one. Go to the Fave one. Go to the Fave one. Fave.
Okay.
You have gone to March. You have gone to March. Go to
Maybe
Fave.
delete all this.
No.
Okay.
Just be in the Fave.
Okay.
Fave month YTD. Yeah, Fave month YTD.
Okay.
What is that cell reference you have taken? You have taken B5 plus B6, isn't it?
Yeah, correct.
In the, that you should take F5 plus B6. F, yeah, that you take Feb month revenue.
F5. Okay.
Plus Feb month current revenue. Feb month current revenue. That is B6. Yes.
Enter, right?
Yeah, not enter. Now same, you can just go to double click on that fill handle. Double click. Yes.
Yeah.
Now last two you can delete, that is unwanted. Last two 67 to 430. Yeah, that you delete.
Yeah.
Now if you reach to the December month, that will be matching with your revenue column total.
Yeah. Right.
Similarly, select YTD percentage column completely.
Okay.
YTD percentage completely and go for Control R. Fill right. Just no. Go. Don't give anything.
Okay. Control R.
Escape. Control R. Escape. Control R. Now Control Shift 5.
Control Shift.
So can you see the moment you reach to the December month YTD percentage, is it matching with your revenue percentage column total?
Yeah. You're right.
Right. Yes.
Thank you.
Sorry, it's not coming from me.
You can share your screen, no problem.
Desktop or window, sir? Or desktop or window?
Desktop.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Archana. Control R to fill right.
Control R to.
No. It's not for you. It's for Archana. She was asking something to confirm. I just said her. Yeah, you select. Yes, come down. Even you select towards down. No, starting from G5 to G16 completely. G16. The whole column you got to select. Yes, Mohan, could you please share your screen? It has gone again.
Are you able to see, sir?
Yeah, I can see you can select everything starting from top to bottom, completely select.
Okay.
And then Control R. Control R, press Control R.
But it's showing only 3963 something.
No. Just press Control R. It will definitely work. Yes. No. Then you have not taken that properly. 3963, just keep your cursor towards your left. Keep your cursor towards your left. See, you have manually typed that. You should not manually type it. 3963, you go for equal to, type equal to there. Equal to,
Okay.
take the Jan month revenue. Yes, enter. Now go to Fab, go to Fab, go to Fab. No. Wait, Mohan, wait. Follow my instruction. Fab, you define the formula equal to, that is fine. That is fine. If F5 plus B6, perfect. Now you select your YTD percentage column completely. One cell up, one cell up. Now Control Shift 5. Control Shift 5. Select everything, Control Shift 5.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, so I am taking the control back the screen over here, and you can see we got our data ready. So just give me a second. Okay, so Chinmay is asking how Control R is working. See, what is Control R? Again, I have to show you the concept. The moment we have worked with our Excel thing, did you remember? I told you something, Control Enter. Now, if you do not go
Yes.
for Control Enter, what we can do? We can type Excel in one cell. We can select everything. And our objective is we need to fill down. Fill down means Control D to fill down. Similarly, I need to fill right also. Control R to fill right. The same thing we did over here. Whatever we had over here, 3963, though it is the value, but behind that, what is the formula we are taking? We are taking the data from B5, correct?
Yes.
Now, when I go and fill towards right, what will be happening? B5 will become C5. So B5, what it was, if you look at B5, what it was? B5, we have revenue. Now, when it goes to C5, it becomes revenue percentage. So same thing happened. So when you go for this cell, it is taking automatically C5. So that's what Control R to fill right. So whatever we did, the same thing we have filled towards right. Nothing else. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But how come in the second cell in the month of February it is adding up again to the month of January and February together?
See, if you see the
Because
previous
in
cell,
C column
yeah,
we
yeah,
are not
1 minute,
adding. We are
1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Just see, I'm helping you. Watch my screen. No need to do anything. When you go for YTD for the month of Feb, what we have done? We have taken one cell from up, one cell from left, correct?
Yes.
One cell from up, one cell from left. Now, if I go and fill right, same thing I am going to apply towards right. One cell will move right. So this cell has moved towards right, and this cell has moved to our right. So when you go for this cell, is it the same thing happening? One cell moving right? Hope you're getting that.
No, no,
Yeah, sir.
I
Yeah,
didn't
Okay.
sir.
understand. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. See, leave everything. Leave everything. Now, if I need to do YTD percentage, you tell me, is the same concept, is it clear? YTD column concept is clear?
Yes, yes, that is clear.
Yeah, fine. Now, if I want to do the same thing, like YTD for the month of Jan is nothing but Jan month revenue. Similarly, YTD for
Yes,
percentage over here, can I take revenue percentage? This is what I told you.
yes,
So we can go for equal to taking revenue percentage for the month of Jan. So it has become the same value. Can you see that?
yes,
So what happened now? Like revenue has become YTD for the month of Jan. Revenue percentage has become YTD for percentage of Jan. Did you agree? So one cell moving
yes,
right, here also one cell moving right, correct?
right.
So though we did it separately, but technically, logically, if you see, if I just make one cell right over here, that's also going to give me the same answer. Just see, if I go for it, is it giving me the same answer? Control R.
Yes,
Right. Similarly, in the previous case, what we did when you go to Feb equal to Jan month YTD percentage plus Feb month revenue percentage, I will be taking if I do it manually. Yes or no?
yes,
So what happened again? 12 plus 11, 23, it has become. So what happened here? Whatever the value I had taken, one cell from top, one cell from left, same thing. Is it going to happen? One cell from top, one cell from left.
yes,
So same thing we did. Instead of writing the things again, the formula, we have gone for simple control R. Okay. And anything to convert to percentage, control shift 5. So we
okay.
could have done it manually, but to save our time, we did this kind of application. When the same formula, only the cells has to be changed. We have gone for simply control R. All
Got
right.
it.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Fine. So now, welcome, no problem. So here, once we have done with over here, people, here, now let's focus. Though we got our data, but somewhat, this data we cannot present it in this format because nowadays people are focused on your presentations part also, like how you are presenting your data, though it is having the information, but your presentation makes you different. So what is the minimum thing you need to care for it is the presentation part. So select your data, whatever we have, keeping the cursor anywhere, Control A. Whole data is selected. Now go for, always make a point that if you have many more columns, give a feel of a table. How to give a feel of a table? By applying the borders. How to apply the borders? Going to the Home tab, Border and All Borders. Going to the Home tab, Borders, All Borders. This is with the help of mouse. And
Do
this
we have
is
any
all.
other shortcut?
Yeah, I'm going to tell that. I'm going to tell that.
Oh,
I understand your curiosity. Don't worry. So this is with the help of mouse. This is always on, and this is what the practice we have been developing, and we are using it. The same thing you can do with a quick keyboard shortcut. What is that? See, just select your data and go for Alt. What is happening on your screen when you go for Alt? Can you see in the ribbon command, all these keys are activated with the minimum keyboard shortcuts over here? Now, we need to go to the Home tab. So which key is aligned to your Home tab? H. So just press H. Remove the finger from Alt. Now press H. What is happening? We are in the Home tab. Now in the Home tab, which key is assigned for the borders? Is the B. You can see and go for now pressing B. We have navigated to the border command. Which key is assigned for all border is the A. So we can go for A. So what is the keyboard shortcut we have developed now? Alt H B A. So H for home, B for border, A for all border. So this is how you can explore your menu driven commands keyboard shortcuts, and you can make a list of that and you can practice also along with the keyboard shortcuts what I have given it to you. So you need to press one by one. You don't need to struggle for that, pressing all these four keys together, one by one. Alt, then remove the finger, then H, remove the finger, then B, remove the finger, and then A. Hope it is working for everyone. I'm not forcing you to learn the keyboard shortcuts. You can go for your mouse options also if you are comfortable. The ideologies, you need to apply the borders. But if you are really interested in saving your turnaround time, you should train yourself with the keyboard shortcuts. I know overnight is nothing possible. Only thing is you have to practice. So these things you have to practice because formatting is something on routine activities you will be doing 100 times. So better, why should not you train yourself with the keyboard shortcuts so to save the time, right? So this is how, friends, we have got our basic understanding that how to make our data informative and minimum formatting called giving the feel of a table. But that is also not enough. What is the next thing you wish to do? To give some eye-catchy colors, because to beautify the report, we need to have some colorful applications. So do one thing, select your month column completely as I selected. Okay. And then, as we know, we always believe going to the home tab and coloring the same by using the fill color and font color from this option. And we believe this is the only world we have. Trust me, this is no more having a charm nowadays. You got to go way beyond things like you can go to cell styles. We have a beautiful option. Go and explore, please. Going to select the month column, home tab, cell styles. And when you go to the cell styles, can you see we have got a themed cell style one option in the bottom, high definition colorful options along with the font color, having the contrast to the background color and giving a eye-catchy presentation. Selecting the data, going to home tab, cell styles, themed cell styles, take any color from the bottom row. Similarly, you go for your first row item, same home, cell styles, theme styles, take one more style. Not making too much of loud, but yes, giving a pleasant look to the eyes and people will love to read our data. So kindly confirm everybody is able to do the colorful applications.
I don't have that option of cell styles, so but it's in the other form. Can I just share my screen?
Yeah. Yes, Chiranjeevi, you can see I am explaining Archana's screen. You just watch those who are not having that. Yes, Archana.
So I have
You
this.
No. You have to go to the more button. See, you are not navigating that. Go to the more option. Yes. Go up in the right corner. Yes. Go there. Can you see in the bottom line that high definition colors? Just
Yes, this.
up. No, down. Same column down. The line. High definition colors. The gradient colors. The deep colors.
This.
Yes. That's the color.
Oh,
Similarly,
okay. Oh, I never
yeah.
actually ever, I never used this. This was always very confusing for me. That's my, this
Most
was
of the
like
people
too.
are in the yeah. Most of the people are having the same impression. There are so many things being not used and it is being neglected and ignored by the people, but it has got very beautiful uses of there.
This is so nice.
Yeah. So you can select the first row
Ah,
also and color the same. So
okay. Thank you.
Chiranjeevi, I believe you are able to do now. Chiranjeevi.
Yeah, yes, I mean,
Okay.
Also
Fine
not for
then.
me, sir.
Okay, you can
Sir,
share your
once again
screen.
repeat.
Yeah, I'm repeating. Anybody who's not getting, please share your screen. No problem. You need to navigate that first. Yes, who is not getting, please share your screen. Okay, Jairaj, go to Excel.
Sir.
Oh.
Good border, sir.
Yeah, you go to Home tab, Cell Styles. See, Cell Styles is there. Conditional
No, no, sir.
formatting. Yeah, select the month column. First, select the month column starting top to bottom.
No, no,
Yes.
sir. Border, sir. Border, sir. How to border, sir?
Border is there already. Border is there. You have already applied the border, Jairaj. 1 minute, 1 minute. Don't go to conditional formatting. Conditional formatting பக்கத்துல format as table. Format as table பக்கத்துல cell style இருக்கு பாருங்க. Cell style.
Okay, sir.
Jairaj.
No, sir.
இல்ல நீங்க உங்க ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேரிங் போயிடுச்சு. திருப்பி ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க.
Good, sir. Border, sir. How to put border, sir? HR.
Control A. Control A. First control A. No. அந்த மாதிரி select பண்ணாதீங்க. Time is time taking. ஏதோ ஒரு செல் செலக்ட் பண்ணுங்க முதல்ல. Control A கொடுங்க. Control A. இல்ல.
Okay, sir.
ஒரே செல் மட்டும் தான் செலக்ட் பண்ணுங்க. டேட்டால இருந்தே ஒரே செல் மட்டும் தான் செலக்ட் பண்ணுங்க முதல்ல. Control A கொடுங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் நீங்க Alt கொடுங்க. பிரஸ் பண்ணுங்க முதல்ல. Alt பிரஸ் பண்ணா என்ன ஆகுது? Alt பிரஸ் பண்ணா என்ன ஆகுது?
இது ஆகல sir. Enter இருக்கு, sir.
Alt இல்ல நீங்க
Alt
Alt
H,
பிரஸ்
sir.
ஆமா Alt H B A ஒரு 1 by 1 1 by 1 A
இல்ல sir.
No. நீங்க Jairaj escape முதல்ல escape press பண்ணுங்க.
Okay, sir.
Control A ஒரு instruction follow பண்ணுங்க. முதல்ல Control A.
Control A. Okay, sir.
அதுக்கப்புறம் just press the Alt button. ஒரு Alt button ஒரு வாட்டி press பண்ணுங்க. Alt
Okay,
button.
sir.
Alt
H B, sir.
ஆமா Alt H press பண்ணீங்களா?
H. Okay, sir.
H
இல்ல sir.
அதுக்கப்புறம் B for border. அதுக்கப்புறம் A.
Okay, sir.
No, nothing is happening. No. Jairaj ஒரு நிமிஷம். இல்ல undo பண்ணீங்க. உங்க February month மாத்துச்சு. நீங்க இப்போ மேனுவல போங்க. ஜஸ்ட் ஹோம் போயிட்டு ஹோம் பட்டன் போயிட்டு ஓகே பார்டர் எங்க இருக்கு? அதுல ஆல் பார்டர் செலக்ட் பண்ணல நீங்க முதல்ல செலக்ட் பண்ணீங்க. செலக்ட் பண்ணது அப்புறம் இது யூஸ் ஆகும் அதுல. அது கரெக்ட்டா?
Okay, sir. Shortcut, sir.
ஆமா ஷார்ட்கட் Alt HB உங்களுக்கு இதுல உங்க எக்ஸல்ல இப்போ அது யூஸ் ஆகல ஆக்சுவலி வரல அது.
ஆகல.
ஆமா
Okay, sir.
நீங்க டெஸ்க்டாப்ல ஒர்க் பண்ணும்போதே ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா அது வரும். இப்போ உங்க சிஸ்டம்ல அது வரல இப்போ. பட் Alt HBA அது சாட் பாக்ஸ்னா ஆல்ரெடி எழுதிச்சு. நீங்க அதை பிராக்டிஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஓகே
Right, sir. Okay, sir.
ஓகே fine. So this is the first thing, people. We have understood how to deal with our data, how to make it informative, and how to make it little bit of presentable over here. And remember one thing, the latest style of data presentation, it says that when you have many more columns, the first column should be always aligned to the left and rest of the column should be aligned to the center. And to align to the center, you can go to home and we have an option called center alignment. This is with the help of mouse we can do all the time, and we have been doing. The same thing you can do it with the keyboard shortcut also. What is that? Alt, home, H for home, alignment, A for alignment, C for center. So Alt H C A C. So we'll go for Alt, H for home, A for alignment, C for center. Again, one by one. Center alignment. Okay. So both the options I told you, mouse as well as the keyboard shortcut, whichever it is comfortable for you, you can go for it. And this is all about our how to make our data informative. Kindly confirm all of you are able to do that successfully. Now I'll tell you the benefit why we are doing all these things and why we need to make the things better in Excel. The reason is when you present your data in a beautiful fashion in Excel, sometimes people demand, Pravas, why don't you get these things into PowerPoint? And there you no need to struggle. Since I have made my data better in Excel, just watch my screen, no need to do anything. I will copy this, I'll go to my PowerPoint. I no need to do much of things. I can simply go for over here in PowerPoint and I can present, right click, paste as an image. And when I present it over here in paste as an image format, and then the same I can drag it and present it over here in this format. And now when I'm presenting the same, it gives a neat and clean over here look. So I no need to struggle much since I have made all my things better in Excel itself. So this is the reason why I always recommend and I will suggest always try to make your presentation better in Excel, because nowadays people are more focused in terms of infographic presentations and they start expecting the same in Excel itself. Okay, so we have got a clarity that how to make our data informative. Any questions in this set, people? Anybody? Is it clear? So just imagine we had only two columns, but this much of task is pending. So this is not confined to your accounts, finance, production, planning, supply chain, marketing, or HR. Any department, wherever you are working with, all these statistical calculations is very much needed. And nobody will demand for all these things. This is inherent by nature. From the data itself, you have to express like this. This is one thing we have understood. Now, let's go to another set which is below, naming how to make our data presentable. So how to make it informative, we saw. Now we'll see how to make it presentable. So select your data, same month-wise revenue data we have, the whole year data, kindly select. Go to Home tab, you will be finding a very beautiful option naming called Format as Table. In the Home tab, we have Format as Table. So when you go for a navigation of the same, you will be finding it opens with three broad categories. One, light, other one, medium, third one, dark. So light, medium, and dark. We have got three different categories over here. Always go for light or medium. Never ever go for the dark category, people, because the more the dark colors in any Excel file, again, file size will be more. So avoid using the high definition colors or dark colors in Excel. Now coming back to our medium category. So take one medium category out of this, and when you click, it will take you to a dialog box like this and click OK. So once you click OK, can you see a beautiful transformation happen with your data? Alternate rows are highlighted. Your column headers are populated with your background field of some high definition colors. Filter buttons are activated in the header. Top row and bottom row is filled with some kind of thick rows. So all these things are happening with one go. So this is how we have seen. If you convert your data as format as table, the look and feel is looking somewhat great. Just confirm everything is clear what we did. But all right. Now let's take a situation analysis. Okay. I am going to take any shortcut. That's a good one, Chinmay. I was waiting for that. Somebody should ask me what is the keyboard shortcut. Any point of time to convert any format to table format. Control T, T for Tango, T for table. Same thing. See, I have removed everything, selected Control T. I'll be getting the similar dialog box and I'll be getting that. Okay. Control T, T for Tango, T for table.
But no color options, only blue will reflect.
Yeah, that is the default one. So what is the default one only coming up? That's the reason why if you want to have your own color, you have to do it manually.
Okay.
Right. Now, let's take a situation. As I told you, let's take two names from our group. Now, suppose say I'm taking two names like our friend Archana and Dev. Is that okay? Archana and Dev, if I take your name for the story, is that okay? Thank you so much. Because disclaimer is required, nowadays it is very, risky also and bit sensitive. Take a look. Now, suppose say our friend Archana, she has presented something like this, and Dev happened to see that, and he is quite happy also. And Dev is appreciating the work delivered by Archana. It is Control T, Archana. Control T, T for Tango, T for table. Yes. Now, what Dev is saying, Archana, you have made the presentations quite beautiful. I am happy, but I'm a bit curious to know that how come overnight some differences over here? Because till yesterday I was never used to get your data in this format. How come overnight such differences? So Archana, what will be your answer? If boss is asking something like this, what will be your answer? These are real-time situation we are discussing. Yeah, so I learned from my classes. Okay, so I will make it little bit modifications over here. Archana's statement. So Archana will be telling Dave, I was keep on asking you, please allow me to go to Excel class because a lot of time Excel classes also are happening or trainings are happening in the corporates. But Dave was not allowing Archana because she's the only one who was taking care about all the records or reports, anything. So that's why they was not able to allow her. But sometimes what happens, fortunately, not volume of work was there. That's why they allowed, okay, please go ahead and attend the training. And this is what Archana learned and immediately applied. So they've also satisfied, okay, there is a fruitful investment of time in the training. That's why I could see a lot of improvements. So what I'm trying to say, the bottom line is whatever you are learning, please try to implement then and there in your workplace in the live data. Don't wait just that I should practice it well properly, then I should go and start implementing. And this is the way when you do it and you show some improvement or growth in your working place, you can invite many more training programs and people will also allow you for that. Anyway, this is what the learning we have made. And we know one thing. When boss is happy, what happens? Yes, Archana? Or anybody? Pankaj, Hari, Chiranjeevi, or Jairas? When boss is happy, promotion, okay, forget that. I'm very sorry. Immediate effect, promotion, increment, elevations to the next level is not happening. So this makes boss expectation more. Workload increases. So boss expectation becomes very high and workload increases. And same thing happened with our friend Archana also. So now what Dave is asking that Archana, you have given me the revenue data. That's fine. But what I want to know is to generate this much of revenue, how much incentives we have paid. Please let me know. So now we need to create one more column, naming code incentive. Let's go and prepare and hit enter. See the beauty. What happens? Can you see? Immediately, the same formatting is being carried forward to the next column. Have you ever seen while creating the table, your format goes along with the table? No. So this is the beauty of format as table. All right. Hope all of you are getting the same. See how much time we are saving, isn't it? Yes. Now, going to incentive calculation. Suppose, yeah, so it's suppose in our organization, the place where we are working, taking assumptions that we have a global policy, whatever the revenue we generate over here, we declare 2% as incentive to our people. So having said this, if I need to create incentive column, the formula, what it's supposed to be, going for equal to taking the data from left. Can you see when I take the data from left, it is taking this on predefined format like at the rate symbol and square brackets, revenue USD column header, all these things populates. You don't need to type anything out of this. It comes automatically because this is the default format of your table. Only thing is you need to focus with your formula percentage. How much? 2%. That's it. And the moment you hit enter, see the beauty. It is not only applying to a cell, but also the entire column. Can you see how your speed is increasing because of that? You no need to go for dragging the formula, copying and pasting the formula, double click on the fill handle. Nothing is required. So this is again one more advantage of your format as table. So kindly confirm all of you are getting the same. All right, so Archana is facing some trouble. I just learned about add in index match formula to avoid spell error, but do not know the logic. Okay, at the rate symbol, actually, it is going to, though it has taken, see, the logic is, though it has taken the revenue USD column header completely to apply the formula for entire column, but at the rate symbol, it is making the specific uses. Like when I go for at the rate symbol, I will be applying the formula only to this cell. So when I copy this formula towards down, again, this cell is moving down. 39632 3785. So like that, it will be applying to individual cell. Though I have taken the entire column, but it will be applying to individual cell. So this is what the default pattern of table format. We are not defining anything of our own over here. All right. Hope it is clear.
Clear, sir.
Right. Now, once you have got over here, revenue is ready, incentive is ready. Ideally, we'll go for our next column. And what's that? Go for net revenue. Net revenue. And once you go for net revenue over here and again hit enter, the same formatting will be carried forward. And again, our time is saved. Now, what should be the formula for net revenue calculation? The basic mathematics. What we can do? Anybody quickly? Revenue minus incentive. B24 minus C24. And the moment you hit enter, is it getting applied for the entire column? So this is how people we have understood because of format as table option, how our job has become so easy and how you could save a lot of time. Right. So we have done with our data entry work as such. Any difficulties anybody's having, anybody's not getting the answer? Because table format people, it's going to help you a lot going forward. Tomorrow, when you go and learn some more new applications like Power BI, Power Pivot, Power Query and all, data must be formatted to table. This is an essential factor. So if you have the fundamental things clear, then you no need to struggle while learning the different applications. Else, when you ask there why we are converting the data into table, nobody will be there to explain you. Yes, Archana, we'll go for that. Don't worry. I'll tell you when we have a Power BI class. But first, you should be thorough with Excel. Like as I was telling to our friend Chiranjeevi also, that go with the stepwise learning and you can make your things better. Don't worry. I'll be helping you out. All right. So we have got revenue, we have got incentive, we have got net revenue now. But one thing over here, people, you could see we are still missing is we do not have the total over here. Can you see? So total is still missing. But to create a total, ideally we spend time manually to create a total cell over here, putting the formula or equal to or some function. Here we don't need anything. How to bring the total immediately? Just see. Keep your cursor anywhere in this table, anywhere in this table. Can you see in your extreme right of your ribbon menu, we have an option activated naming design or table design something. And in this tab, if you click, we have an option called total row, which is not selected. Total row, which is not selected. Can you see that? Now, same thing when you go for it, in the bottom side, immediately a total row will be added. But this is giving the total of net revenue column only. What if I want my revenue column total? I can keep my cursor in the revenue column total cell. A drop-down list will be activated. And when I click the drop-down list, it will show the list of formula. And ideally, to make a total, which formula we prefer? Definitely sum. So choose some formula out of it, and you got your ready-made total. Can you see? Everything is there. Only thing is we need to customize according to the needs. So that's what the beauty of format as table. All right. So hope you got the entire flavor of our format as table, whatever we go for. Chinmay, you might be having table design. You might be having design. Keep your cursor in the table anywhere. In the extreme right, you might be having design the name. It depends upon the version. Table design, design, tools, options, names should be different, but you definitely must have one.
Sir, how to put it total, sir? Every total putting, sir.
ஆமா டோட்டல் நீங்க டேபிள்ல கர்சர் வைங்க ஏதோ ஒன்று செல்லோட கர்சர் வச்சுக்கிட்டு நீங்க
Okay.
கடைசிய மெனு ஆப்ஷன் போங்க கடைசி ஆப்ஷன் என்ன இருக்கு டிசைன் டேபிள் டிசைன் இருக்கா
எங்க சார்
ரிப்பன் மேலே மேலே ரிப்பன் ஆப்ஷன் பாருங்க ரிப்பன் ஆப்ஷன் கடைசி என்ன இருக்கு கடைசியில் என்ன இருக்கு
டிசைன் சார்
அதுல போங்க டிசைன் கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க அதுல ஒரு டோட்டல் ரோ ஒரு ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கு பாருங்க டோட்டல் ரோ ஒரு ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கு செக் ஆமா செக் பாக்ஸ் அங்க காலியா இருக்கு நீங்க செலக்ட் பண்ணுங்க
டோட்டல் ரோ இருக்கு சார் ஓகே
ஆமா அது டோட்டல் ரோ லெஃப்ட் சைடுல ஒரு பக்கத்துல ஒரு சின்ன பாக்ஸ் இருக்கு
ஓகே சார்
ஆமா அது பாக்ஸ்ல கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க பாக்ஸ்ல கிளிக் பண்ணிட்டேன்னா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கலி ஆமா அது டோட்டல் வரும் கீழே டோட்டல் வரும் பாருங்க டேட்டா கீழே
வரலையே சார்
வரலையே நீங்க வர மொபைல் பாருங்க இது ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க கொஞ்சம் ஆமா நீங்க இல்ல நீங்க டேபிள் வெளியில கர்சர் வச்சுக்கிட்டு நீங்க ட்ரை பண்றீங்க டேபிள் உள்ள கர்சர் வச்சீங்க ஆமா டிசைன் போங்க அதுல டோட்டல் ரோ எப்ப போடுங்க என்ன வரலையே ஓகே ஓகே ஒரு நிமிஷம் பாருங்க திருப்பி ஆஃப் பண்ணிட்டு திருப்பி ஆஃப் பண்ணுங்க ஒரு வாட்டி ஆஃப் பண்ணுங்க டோட்டல் ரோ ஆஃப் பண்ணுங்க ரைட் இப்போ திருப்பி திருப்பி கர்சர் வச்சுக்கிட்டு டேபிளுக்குள்ள ஆமா போங்க அதுல டோட்டல் ரோ டோட்டல் வரல ஓகே
டபுள் லைன் சார் டபுள் லைன்
டபுள் லைன் அது அது நான் பாக்குறேன் ஆக்சுவலி நீங்க ஃபைல் கொஞ்சம் போங்க ஃபைல் மெனுல போங்க கொஞ்சம்
ஓகே சார்
அக்கவுண்ட் கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க என்ன வெர்ஷன் இருக்கு பார்க்கலாம் ஓகே ஆஃபீஸ் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் இருக்கு அதுல கொஞ்சம் ஆப்ஷன் சில ஆப்ஷன் இருக்காது ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் வெர்ஷன்ல சில ஆப்ஷன் இருக்காது ஓகே பட் ஸ்டில் ட்ரை பண்ணிக்கலாம் நீங்க வாங்க உள்ள வாங்க அப்போ இது வேல் பண்ணிக்கோ ஓகே
ஜெயராஜ் அது வருது ஜெயராஜ் முன்னதுல வருது
வரலையே சார்
வரும் வரும் ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு நிமிஷம் ஜெயராஜ் நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும்னா அதை ஆஃப் பண்ணுங்க முதல்ல டோட்டல் ரோ ஆஃப் பண்ணுங்க ஓகே ஃபைன் கொஞ்சம் மேல போங்க கொஞ்சம் கர்சர் மேலே என்ன மேலே இல்ல இப்போ கீழே போங்க திருப்பி போதும் ஒரு வாட்டி சேவ் பண்ணுங்க ஃபைல் சேவ் பண்ணுங்க
ஓகே சார்
சேவ் பண்ணிட்டு க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிட்டு திருப்பி ரீஓபன் பண்ணுங்க
ஃபைலியா சார்
ஆமா இதே ஃபைல் ஃபுல்லாவே க்ளோஸ் பண்ணீங்க திருப்பி ஓபன் பண்ணீங்க
ஓகே சார், நான் பார்க்குறேன் சார் இப்போ.
Okay. Suppose try பண்ணுங்க, வரலனா ட்ரெயினிங் முடிச்சு நான் திருப்பி உங்களுக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்றேன். ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை.
ஓகே சார்.
Okay.
சார்.
Okay.
ஓகே சார்.
Now, once we have done with this over here, friends, though we got our data in this format, but as I told you, when you have a
I
table.
also don't have the table design, so
Chinmay, okay, you can share your screen. Let me have a look quickly.
is it visible?
Yeah, now I could see. Okay. No, you have not converted to table. You should convert into table first. Okay. Keep your cursor in the table anywhere. In the table, inside the table.
Okay.
Then you get table design. Can you see the extreme right last tab in the ribbon menu? Table design is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go for total row. One checkbox is there. You got to activate that. Total row,
Okay.
yes. You got the total in
Okay.
the bottom. Then you keep the
Okay.
cursor in the revenue column total cell. Select revenue column total cell. Drop down is there. Click sum. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome. No problem. All right. So I believe everybody's clear over here. And let me first share my screen. Yeah. Now, once we have done with this, friends, as I told you that when you have multiple columns, the latest style, it says always give a feel of a table by selecting your data, keeping your cursor in one of the header. Keep your cursor in one of the header, Control A to select everything and apply the border. So how to apply the border? We know going to home, border, all border, or what is the shortcut as we discussed, anybody? Alt HBA, perfect. So this is what we have applied the borders. And I told you when you have multiple columns, first column should be aligned to the left and rest of the column should be aligned to the center. And to make a central alignment, going to home, alignment, center with the help of mouse. Else, we can go for over here, Alt H A C, one by one. Right, perfect. But one more problem, can you notice on my screen? No need to do anything, just watch my screen. Though we did all these changes, friends, but our data, if you look at the incentive column, net revenue column, some texts are not properly visible. And this is what most of the time happens with us. When you copy the data from one Excel to other, you paste it. Sometimes we get this kind of hash kind of symbols. And what we do, we take our mouse pointer, we keep expanding the columns, double click like that, and we keep spending our time. This is what really annoying. We should not do that. So how to manage these things? I'll tell you. Just see. Keep your cursor in one of your header, Control A. And now the objective is we need to adjust the columns width according to the number of characters available in each and every cell. So if my cell has got many more characters, the column should expand automatically. If my columns has some little bit or less characters, then it should adjust automatically. So how to make adjustment of auto fit of column width? See, there are two options. One, with the help of keyboard shortcut, what can be done? Go for it. Alt O for format, C for column, A for auto fit. Same thing, you can do it with your mouse also, format auto fit column width. So Alt O C A, one by one. O for format, C for column, A for auto fit. Is it happening, working? Kindly confirm. So 3 keyboard shortcuts for minimum formatting for all borders, Alt HBA, for center alignment, Alt HAC, for auto fit of column width, Alt OCA. O for format, C for column, A for auto fit. Okay. So again, I'm saying it's of your choice. There is no hard and fast rule that you should learn keyboard shortcuts. But yes, if you're interested in saving turnaround time, you have to train yourself keyboard shortcuts. All right. Now, can I take that? Up to this, everyone is clear whatever we discussed. Any doubt, any queries?
Column width with the help of mouse, where we need to go?
You go to home, you go to format, you have an option auto fit of column width.
Okay.
Now,
But by doing so,
yeah,
the numbers are not coming to the center. Only the headings are coming.
no. You have to select everything. Might you would have not selected. You have to
Okay.
select everything, keeping your cursor in the header, Control A, so that entire data would be selected. Then go for the operation. Home, format, auto fit of column width. Because the applications will be happening once you select everything. Hope it is working now.
No, it is still in the right side.
Okay,
I
just share the
selected
screen, please.
all. Okay.
Share the screen. Let me have a look.
So I selected the whole table. Then I did Alt OCA. So if I do undo, let's start. So it's Control A and then Alt OCA. So the numbers are still in the right side, but the
Numbers are
heading
in
is
the right side. No.
hmm.
Alt OC is for auto fit of column width. You have forgotten to do the central alignment. Central alignment, Alt HAC.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alt HAC. Oh, got it. It happened.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome. No problem. All right, friends. So I believe everyone is clear with our data presentation sheet. Whatever we did, the story is pretty clear. And this is how you always try to present your data, making it more informative and making it more presentable. Now, one more thing, don't forget, select all your numbers in that table. Just the numbers in that table. Yeah, that's an interesting, definitely. So here, one more thing, always remember in Excel, each and every data, they are recognized by the data types. Like say, if I have an date should be in date format. If I have a time, should be in time format. If I have a percentage, should be in percentage format. If I have a currency, should be in currency format. Likewise, if I have a number, it should be in number format. What is the meaning by number format? There should be uniformly a decimal should be there. Post decimal maximum 2 characters. And before decimal, there should be a comma separator or a thousand separator or billion separator or million separator should be there. So when you need to have all these three put together, how to do it? So remember, any format to convert your number format, Control, Shift, and 1. I repeat, Control, Shift, and 1. When you press together, it will convert any format to number format. Just check it out. Are you getting the same? Control, Shift, 1. So this is how, with a simple keyboard shortcuts, you could keep working with your formatting part. So 3 formats we have discussed so far. Control Shift 3 to convert any format to date. Control Shift 5 to convert any format to percentage. Control Shift 1 any format to number. Okay. Save all your workbooks. All right. Now I'm going to take you through one more beautiful concept. Okay. Those who are having Office 365, for them it's a add-on. And those who are having 2016, just watch my screen because that feature is missing on your screen. Take a look. I'm working with full screen. In 365 people, we have got some artificial intelligence features added, which was never there in the previous versions all the time. Because nowadays people are talking more about AI, machine learning. Now one more also it has come called Chat GPT, which is really a big threat for the industries. Those who are having many more services, those services can be done by with one tool called Chat GPT. So these AI tools are really killing the market and they are replacing all our human efforts and no time they are doing the job. But yes, if the person, if the option is having in our Excel 365, then how to use it? So one feature is there in our home tab called Analyze Data. Those who are having 365, is it there? Able to see? Just check it out. Home tab, we have an option called Analyze Data. So this is called one of our AI feature. Okay. Now how to use this? Just watch my screen. Now suppose say I have a huge data, something like this. Okay. And I don't know how to read this data. So I have taken only two columns. You might be having 10 columns, 20 columns of data, and you have no idea how to deal with the same, what kind of report I could expect from this data, or what kind of results I could ask to this data so that it will be giving or my job will be more easy. So here you can select your data going to the home tab. When you go for analyze data, you can see the AI tool will be giving the result to you. That month-wise revenue data we have proceeded over here. If you want to go for average, you want to go for any kind of calculation, if you want to present a chart, or if you want to go for something else, all these options are available. Now, if you want to know maximum revenue, which month has maximum, which month has maximum value. See, with immediate effect, it gives me the result like total month it is giving the over here. Like that, you can ask the question, what is the average value? So here it is not taking showing up the month by total revenue. So total month it is showing over here. Now, if I want to go for top month by average revenue, it is giving me the suggestion, not what you meant. Just try this. I can go for this. Now this will be giving me total again. This is the maximum value over here. Now one more time, top five in the month by total revenue. So if I go for it, top 5 month. So these are my top 5 month. So it will be giving some ready-made answers to you. And this is what automatically analyzing your data. So whenever it is possible, you can make use of this. And if you are not happy with those questions, you are going to ready-made options over here. You can create some this kind of charts. And once it is ready, if you are happy and is this helpful, you can bring this chart over here, insert chart. So automatically that will be added over here on the screen. So whatever the chart it has suggested, it is immediately bringing the result over here also. So this is how people you can make use of this analyze data option over there. And only thing is, if you are there in Office 365, you can make use of that. All right. Hope it is working for those who are having Office 365.
No, sir, 2016.
That is what Camlin, it is not having Office 365. Those who are having 365, for them I was saying.
Okay.
So Jairaj உங்களுக்கு இருக்காது ஏன்னா நீங்க 2016 இருக்கீங்க. So
Yes, sir, yes,
நாளைக்கு
sir.
suppose MS Office 365 நீங்க update பண்ணீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு இந்த service கிடைக்கும்.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, friends. So this is all about, yeah, 2019 also there, it's not available, only in 365. Yes. That's true, Archana. Lot of things are like that. Yes. So anything, any doubt, any queries from our day one people, anybody's having? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Gobi.
Actually, hello.
Yeah,
Chiranjeev.
Chiranjeevi. Chiranjeevi. Okay,
Yeah.
Gobi, could you please keep your mic on mute? It is, yeah, thank you. Yes, Chiranjeevi.
Yeah. Actually, my system was shut down at means 2:40 or something up to 3:30. So I have
Uh-huh.
rejoined at 3:30. So am I missed
Uh-huh.
anything? So that's I attended from basic rounding of function. Before that, what you have explained.
Okay, before that, only two functions we have discussed, like sum product, and then
Okay.
we have discussed about small and large formula. So all these
Okay.
things you will be getting the video recording by 8:30 max. Okay, you go through the recordings, you
Yeah. I will
practice
go
it.
to-
Still not clear, you can ask me
Yeah.
tomorrow, not a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
No problem. And one
Okay.
more thing,
Yeah.
uh, means you are going to send those notes also, text, means any notes or only video?
You will be getting the recordings, you'll be getting the notes as well. So whatever the topics we have discussed today, like business maths, data presentations, and that
Yeah.
analyze data as just an add-on. But yes, these two you will be getting definitely.
Okay, notes. And one more thing,
Yeah.
actually, currently I
Yeah.
have 2000 MS Office 2010 in my laptop.
Right.
So how to means install here because the prerequisite is 2013 and upper versions, right? You are saying. So
Right.
how to install this?
Yes. 2013. Okay.
Okay.
That also
Okay.
maximum by 8 o'clock, or if it is possible before that, also you'll be getting over email and WhatsApp as well. Only thing
Okay.
is you have to first download that 2013. Then you
Okay.
have to install, but before that 2010 you have to uninstall and restart the system. Then you can
Okay.
install 2013. Okay.
Yeah, actually here I have one doubt. If
Yeah.
I uninstall 2010 MS Office, so I already have some files, Excel files and Word files in my system. So those will be retained or
No,
what
no,
about
no,
it?
no, no. This is nothing to do with your files. The file will remain as it is only. Only
Yeah, okay.
thing the version will be
Updated.
uninstalled and a new option version will be loaded. So the file, location, name, nature, formula, functions, everything will remain
All
as
will be
it
same.
is.
Yeah, yeah, that is
Yes.
my yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't worry. Don't
Thank
worry. Don't have that from.
Okay.
No
Okay.
problem.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome. All right, friends. So this is it from our day one. And day two will be continuing from the same file. Whatever the topic we have, we'll keep continuing and discussing upon the same. So I request everyone, please practice well before joining again our day two, because these things will be needed throughout this entire 16 hours, the keyboard shortcuts, the techniques, whatever we have learned. So don't lose the touch and don't just be in the impression, okay, I am having the recordings, I can have some idle time, then I should practice. Definitely you will be losing something or you may be forgetting something. So keep the tempo going, just give some time for practice before dropping into the day two meeting room. And we have already shared all the meeting links in the email you would have also received. So kindly accept if you are coming over there. And I would suggest not to miss any class, though you have the recording, but don't miss any class. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, thank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank you for
much.
the nice presentation.
No problem. No problem, Chiranjeev. It's my pleasure. So any doubt, any, yeah, any
Yeah.
doubt, any queries? Yeah, Dave, thank you so much.
Yeah, Prabhas, I think
Yeah.
the delivery of the presentation or rather the training, it was very smooth, and I think you have